All right, we're live. Hey, we're here pretty much on time. What's up, guys? It is the late night, overnight Friday stream. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's technically Saturday for some people already. For me, it's Saturday. The weekend begins. So here we are with our final fantasies, which I'm probably going to need to restock because I'm going to lose out on, I bet you it's going to be a bad ending to that order that cannot be found. I was super frustrated in the daytime stream because a very large Final Fantasy order placed at $700 a box can't be found now mid-shipment. And so I guess they're filing for it or something. I'm really sad about it. It's really sad because the product went up almost double in price. You know, it's just a bad story. It's a really bad story. But not just that, you know, I keep getting these Victinis from Japan, and you know, they don't look like the ones in the pictures, but there's one that had a bad corner too. One has a bad corner, and I'm gonna have to fight that guy and get that returned because I can't accept that bad corner on a card. Come on, dude. They don't take pictures of the card that they're actually selling, so how are you supposed to look at the condition? And a bad corner should be considered a damaged card. All right, so that's my story. Let's go ahead and get this started. Hot Victini break. We also have Final Fantasy in stock. And, I don't know, live card shop weekend. Those are the two main things. I mean, there's new Hololive. Let me add new Hololive. New Hololive. There it is. Did you guys see the crazy jump on Gold Star Green Ninja? Some crazy price manipulation happening in the hobby lately. It went from 310 to like 1.1.2K. And you guys wouldn't get in that break. You guys, everything on the market cannot just be a market manipulation. You got to stop with that. They can't all be market manipulation. People say that when they don't believe the price is going up that much. That's what they say. Yeah, oh yeah, he's expensive. That's right. And so somebody pulled that off of our table just recently. And I believe I've got another one because I always, when I do a break, I purchase a new one for myself. And then we do a break and I keep one. You know, is that really a market manipulation, or are they just getting all bought up because people acknowledge that it's a really good undervalued card? It's 5 years old. It's about to be 6 years old, everybody. The pop is hard to grade them. To acquire a new one's really expensive. You got to open several boxes to get a new one that might actually grade 10. Let's see. All right, let me hit this. All right, so what do we have here? Mr. Victor. Haha, Victor. 2 spots in the Victini break. Whoa! Already? I remember when the Grey Ninja Gold Star was only $1. I remember when he was like $40 because people are like, nobody wants it. It's junk. That's right. Guess again. Pokemon cards are expensive, bitches. I shouldn't use bad words. Emily's here. She shouldn't be hearing bad words. Sorry, Emily. A massive buyout happens of a common promo with tons of supply and the card suddenly selling for 2 to 3 times in 24 hours. Totally natural growth demand. Nothing shaded at all. Chris, I have seen that happen so many times in 6 years. It's the same story every time. All of a sudden, a card that everyone was taking for granted is super expensive. Maybe it's a coordinated effort to drive the price up on a card that somebody has a big stock of. That's possible. But again, that person who is driving up the price is putting real money down for that Greninja. So if you don't think it's worth $2,000 to $3,000, you just don't have to buy it. That's it. That's his gamble. If he really acquires all those Greninjas at that price, that's his gamble. So he can place that bet on the value of the Greninjas, but the market can actually respond. Everyone can say, "Nah, this card ain't worth that much." Look at the Magikarps. They were like pretty valueless when they first came out from Paldea Evolved, and then all of a sudden they were 600, and everyone's like, "What the hell? 600?" And then all of a sudden they were 1,000. Then they were 1.5. Now they're 2.5. It's just happening. It's a story as old as time. We saw it happen with the Sun and Moon era alt arts. Once upon a time, they were like $100 and $150. Now they're all like $500, then $1,000, then $2,000. It's just happening over and over again. Look at the Shining Legends Mewtwo's, like a 3,000 or whatever it is card. It's just people have realized how extremely difficult it is to get 10s, and they've also realized how extremely hard it is to pull those cards. The price on them never really made sense. Like, how could it be so cheap? That's why we broke run. I grabbed one and did a break for you guys, and it took forever to end, and I didn't understand why it would take so long for it to end, because my brain had analyzed it and said, this is a really good one. Same with the, you notice we hosted a lot of breaks on the birds, what do they call those? Not the cathedral birds. Stained glass. The stained glass bird. Why did I host that one? Because I was looking at it going, this is going to offer a lot of value to whoever pulls it. Whoever pulls it is going to benefit from that bad boy going up in price over time. That's what I did. That's why I got it on the table. And I did a good job. So I helped somebody get the stained glass birds for $40 a couple times. I don't know who pulls them. I always forget the winners. Who pulls the break, but they acquire it for $40, and then it doubles in price for them in the course of like less than a year. It's a big deal, So yeah, we're in the business of trying to do that. I try to get you guys some of that good stuff, and Gold Star Greninja was up here on purpose. The Moltres Zapdos Articuno was up here on purpose. We got another one I like over here. This guy right here, I like this Charizard. I think he's decent. He's a Charizard, so he's not bad. Let's see what else we've got. Well, Crown Pikachu, you guys voted on that one. He's at 10 out of 29. I think he's pretty good, but I think his price is already pretty high. Here's, I think that these Japanese vintage cards are always decent. They're a nice, solid, conservative pull. These are really strange, the Quest sticker cards. They're really extremely rare, and so we don't know what happens with those next. Those are, like, unknown to a lot of people. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. The stained glass never made sense to me. Why people didn't like it. I bought 4 of them. Nice, dude. This is why I always fall asleep, says Six. Six likes to fall asleep to the sound of Cardconomist being angry and ranting. Let's see. Hey, mister, when do you think you'll send a gold Part 2 poker deck for grading? Eventually. I kind of do them in rounds, okay? So it's not really the gold Part 2's turn yet. I believe I've already sent in a round, and it's going to be Pokemon Red. I think it was Red. I'm glucose intolerant. Mister, are you going to invest in the Marvel Spider-Man MTG set? I'll probably buy a little bit of that. Marvel Spider-Man's a pretty good product. It's a pretty good brand. It's not the thing I'm most excited for, but it's not bad either. There we go. I just drank all my water. I don't think you'll have the explosive growth that you saw with Final Fantasy, but I think it will be a good one. I think Final Fantasy is on another level. It's a really old video game brand. I have 15 sealed Gold Star Greninjas. I'm going to sit on them for another 5 years. Victor. I don't know if I would do that. What I would do with it is I would assess their possibility for a 10. If they can get a 10, I would go ahead and grade them. If they cannot, I would go ahead and liquidate them. Here it is. That's their real value. It's not tied to the raw card. It's tied to the PSA 10. That's what's making it go up and up and up. There you go. All right. After I drunk the liquid, love the Final Fantasy franchise. My fasting stage was 70. 2 hours later, it was 198. All right, Mr. Victor, let's see. You're going to be going into here. Aha. Good. Ba-doink. This ticks up to 7 and 8. I don't really know what'll happen with this Victini. He's a brand new thing. He's pretty scary. There it is. All I know is I overpaid for the first ones, and now they are a bit more affordable. Okay, let's see what's going on. I paid $386 to Mint Mobile for a year of product. I don't know if I really wanted to do that again. Okay, let's see. Chris Abruzzo, he says, Victini break. Oh my God. So this isn't the only stuff you can do here tonight. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Peeps already scared of you, 6. The Marvel set's going to have stronger cards than Final Fantasy, so the boxes will probably hit 1.5, especially with the going into the holidays. Oh, yeah, the holidays is actually a good point. No, that's actually true. People do spend a lot of money for the Christmas time period, and then really it goes crazy again in January to April. So, no, that's true. Let's see. Chris going around into here. No, I don't think Spider-Man's bad at all. I think he's a good one. I don't know if it'll be as good as Final Fantasy, but I think it's pretty good. Yes. All right. Probably there's going to be some big Chase Venom card. That'd be cool. All right. Wow, that's up to 9 people in there. Now we have no orders in the queue. The queue is empty. Okay. Well, that gives me a chance to work on, I suppose, the Pokey Shuffles, huh? What's this right here? We got this beautiful Beedrill. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's one of those legendary collection cards. Let's see. Oh, Scooby-Doo. That's the 6. All right. Divided by 20. Okay. All right, into the live customs he goes. All right. Beedrill. How nice. All Sinister 6 OG villains will be in there, and the new Spider heroes. There we go. I never really watched any of the new Spider-Man stuff from the movies. We are. I don't know, it just didn't look that fun. We are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe that's one of the things that makes Final Fantasy so cool, is they really stuck to old, you know, nostalgic Final Fantasy. I don't like it when the stuff changes too much. There we go. All right. My vitamin D was really low. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Are you dying? Will we never see you again? Here's Charmeleon. Char. Here's Korean Charmander. Stexkowski card. Mr. Go anywhere fun today? Nope. Really didn't do anything today at all. Although we are tempted to take Saturday off. We are. Just hang out all day. Karis likes it when I do that. I don't do that very often. Let's see. Ooh, Kingdom Hearts is my top 5 favorite games. That's a pretty card. Too bad it's a 9. It's a 9, huh? 9, 10. 9, 10. Okay, got some more cards here. These are more commission slabs, everybody. Take a look at them. Okay. So we are jumping right over here. I'm sorry to hear that, Emily. Yeah. Emily, if you think your life is tough, I was just listening to a news story about a guy in Florida who just got married. Freshly married. He's on his honeymoon. And he just got struck by lightning and died on his honeymoon. And the sky was clear. There were no clouds at all. He got struck by lightning with blue, clear skies. It's all over the news. And he was on his honeymoon. How about that? That's where you just kind of lean back and accept it. Like, you know, that was fate or destiny or God or something. You know what I mean? You just go, this is just the way it's meant to be. You don't think about it too much, because if you do, it's going to hurt your brain too much. He married the devil. What? What are you talking about, dude? All right. There we go. Must have married the wrong one. Who knows? Who knows? Here's the Mega. Oh, yeah. The Mega's up to 3 out of 7, and the Mega break list is on the move, if you didn't know that. The sub list, it is on the move. Dark Humor, at least he went out in a flash. Here's that Halo 10. I like this one a lot. That's Topps Halo 10, graded 10 by SGC. Sonic is also good. Yeah, I saw that. That's the secret layer. Okay. I like the Mew. Just if it was a bit lower, I'd think about it. My last ZELLE order was for a Ruby Sapphire PSA 10 Sneasel. Oh. Give me a second here, guys. Now we know what he was doing with that. Okay, there we go. So we have sold a vintage card. And it's a really nice one. Move that. Move this. Great time to be having Pokemon cards, man. Ah, here it is. All right, take a look at that, guys. That one is sold. I actually proved by showing how much I bought it for that the card has gone up in price over time. He's only population 58. It's quite rare. It's a nice dark type card, EX from Ruby Sapphire base set, 2003. So really, this came out right after like Sky Ridge and Legendary Collection or whatever. Here we are. When did Legendary Collection come out? When did Pokemon Legendary Collection release? Well, I think it's faster to talk than to type that in. In 2002. So yes, this came out pretty much right after that, 1 year later. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Gives you kind of a timeline. So let's go back in here. I think my rats are plotting something. Plotting. They're trying to take you down. Here's Jonathan Morris. Oh, so I didn't get... So he sent 1,845, and there's got to be more to the order as well, because this would not cover the entire cost of what you sent. So let's see what else he mentioned. Here it is. And Tammy's Riku. Oh, ooh, nice. Okay. So, this is going to say Jonathan Morris. So he just bought this outright. That's pretty clever. No slab away fees. And then the Riku, there it is. This has sold Miss Tammy. That's kind of nice for Tammy, huh? You got any other nice slabs with that era you'll be willing to part with? Not really. You just kind of missed the you just kind of missed one of the good ones. The problem is I have sold through almost every nice card that I had available. I mean, I just don't have anything left that I'm not trying to actively hold on to. Maybe I need to get into, I don't know, trying to competitively acquire some of these high-end cards, but it feels like a kind of an uncertain time at the moment. Like we had a big spike over the last 6 months. What happens in the next 6 months is a good question. But maybe it continues to rise, so maybe I need to act fast. Here's the other problem, though. How much do I buy? And I'm trying to move. So, you know, that Sneasel was already good, and I'm letting him go. So Tammy tends to use store credit. We're going to do the store credit calculation. 164 plus 436. 6 honeys. Wow, that's a lot, dude. There you go. Well, that's a nice Riku, isn't it? That's Riku full art. And I think Tammy is very lucky that she was into Final Fantasy cards because, you know, it wasn't quite certain if they would be very popular, but Magic the Gathering releasing a Final Fantasy set that did so well, I think, has really boosted a lot of interest in these. Okay. Well, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it. All right. So that is explained now, and you want the digital collection thing that we're doing. I'm going to go over to Discord and create a channel for you right now. Oops. So where am I hiding those channels? Up here. We're going to create a channel. Oops. We'll call it Jonathan Morris. Okay. Now we're going to edit the channel. Oops. So that no one can view it. We're going to hit save on that. And then we're going to open it up to... Oh, shoot, what's your Discord name? I forgot. Should be right here. Here it is. Oh, I see it. Okay, good. Also, here's LaFlame. Mr. LaFlame wants that bag sort to be finished. All right. So he's saying he wants the bag sort done. And then we got to finish setting this channel up for you. We need to add somebody to the channel who can see it. And that will be you. Okay. So you should be the only one who can see the channel now. And we can take pictures in there, and this will allow you to know what you got. You just go back there and read it anytime you want. Did anyone binge Squid Game final season yet? Wait, did Squid Game 2 final season come out? Squid Game 2. Part 2. It concludes... Oh, wait. Latest season part, yes. So you're saying season 2, part 2 is out? Oh, this is so confusing. When does Squid Game season 2, part 2 come out? Oh, it came out yesterday and we didn't watch it? Oh my God, I better go wake up Karis. All right, guys, the stream's over. No spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers, guys. No spoilers. We don't want it. Damn, dude. I should have already watched it. I didn't realize it was coming out. Nobody was chatting about it. Oh, I love that show. That show is great, man. All right. So, Gabriel Enriquez, 31 for an Opus 1 and a Halo pack. You got it, man. Oh, that's a Hidden Trials. There's this. Haha. And... the Halo. Here it is. Got it. Got it. I told you the other night it was coming out. What? I didn't even get any ads for it. I get so many freaking ads on my phone. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. And then the ad that I do want, I don't get it. They don't give me the ad for the thing that I want. I would have loved to have known that it was coming out. Obviously, I didn't pay close enough attention to your message. Here we are. All right. I'm still waiting to see the print plates for Halo. Yeah, where are the print plates? Okay, you ready? The print plates. Oh, yeah, there's Cortana back when she was still Nikke. Okay, got a couple other cards there. Good stuff. All right. I obviously did not catch the memo. Did you get that memo? This is Halo Infinite. What'd you guys think of Halo Infinite? I played it. I thought it was pretty fun when I played it. But then when I was done with it, I got bored of it really fast. When I was done with the campaign, like I tried to play a little multiplayer, but I just didn't feel it. It just didn't keep my attention after that. Saz. I hate 343 Industries. Oh, no, wait a second. We got to look at all these. So you get all these rare cards, and these are the commons. We're looking for a good common. Bad commons. All right, sorry, man. I played it. It was so bad. They ruined Halo. I don't know if you could say they ruined Halo, but they just didn't innovate. That's what I would say. They didn't really innovate too much. Like, I feel like they kind of made Halo feel a little more like Doom in Halo Infinite. What were the major complaints for Halo Infinite, though? That was Gabriel Enriquez. Thank you so much, Gabriel. Appreciate it. All right, guys, so we are live for the Saturday overnight stream. How you guys feeling tonight? Nah, mister, they butchered it. Mister was getting teabagged in multiplayer. What was multiplayer competitive or was it cooperative? Maybe I didn't play multiplayer. Did they have a cooperative mode? I don't remember. Let's see. Let's see. I feel like sleeping. Rock-a-bye, baby. If they continued Halo 4 story on the Didact, maybe they do well onward. Really? I didn't like that. That was some of the worst Halo for me. The Didact crap. I thought that was boring as hell, man. I think Halo Infinite, they're trying to bring it back to, like, even more nostalgic feelings. New bag? Just sick from eating too many nerds. Yeah, don't eat those. Yeah, they had co-op and 6v6 Slayer. I think I played a co-op mode. I can't remember what the point of it was. There it goes. Maybe I didn't play it. They just need to bring back the Flood. There it is. I don't think it's just as simple as bringing back the Flood. I really feel like it's very important that Halo defines itself in an emotional way. And I think one of the best possible emotions is the game needs to be full of trolling, toxicity, and just really toxic absurdity, all that kind of stuff. The ability to make fun of somebody, the ability to look ridiculous. You know, they need to bring back sort of, I feel like that time period for Xbox was really specific. You could climb on and shout the N-word at everyone, and then you could teabag them, and it was just a really bad place to be. But that was what made it so exciting to play too. It wasn't simply the play style. It wasn't like shoot at a person with a plasma beam. That wasn't what was exciting about it. It was actually this feeling like you were putting down the other person, you know? That was a really important feeling. And I feel like games that do really well typically capture that feeling in one way or another. There you are. They need to include bad sportsmanship options. The ability to taunt your opponent. There you go. Xbox 360 Modern Warfare 2 and Halo 2 Online, you had to be a certain breed of human. Yes, so that's what I think is really important for the game, right? They had epic music from the one composer. Many of their ideas were clean, they were fresh, they were new. But then the multiplayer was like this place where people could be really, really, really salty. And, have these moments where you're just steamrolling the other team because you're so skilled. And they need to have that kind of stuff in the new game. Here's Gabriel. When the game feels kind of generic, you wonder, like, why is this game so generic? Well, because it's lacking flair. It's lacking emotion. It's lacking that sort of addictive social component. People don't just want to point at something and shoot. They want social moments. Really important. I just can't wait to play Gears of War on the PS5. Gears of War 1. They had something that was really good. They had the curb stomp. So you'll get these really tense moments where everyone's dead, and it's just like a 1v1 or 1v2. And you could actually do a trick where you break out of the curb stomp mid-animation and spin while you're curb stomping. That was the kind of stuff people lived for. They lived for those moments. Here we go. Let's start a new gym break. If you remove that from the game, it's a sterilized game. Now it's a safe space. Give me my safe spaces. Then it just becomes a game about shooting. How about, here's another example. Dark Souls. Really popular PvP game, right? Invasions. Invasions are super toxic, and it became one of the most well-known games because of Invasions. And then you have the ability to, like, point down or do, like, the that squat that the one character does, Patch or whatever, Patches does that Patches squat, and it's like a way to take a dumpy on someone. And so, that kind of stuff existed in the game that made it so fun to tease the other player after you've defeated them, or if you're just toying with them because you're so much more skilled than them. They need stuff like that. You need the ability to have a drawn-out moment with another player and to just kind of put them down because you're better than them. You would think that this would scare everyone away. It doesn't. When someone dumpies on you, you get really angry and you say, I got to play this game again and I got to beat somebody. So it actually draws people in. The toxicity draws people in because it's a competitive game. It's not a game of planting a garden together and holding hands and kissing and rubbing each other's bellies with butter. It's male toxicity. That's what it really is. And if they've pretty much have gotten rid of that, all of the games that I've played lately, there's no way to do that anymore. And oh wait, I priced this wrong. I'm so busy talking about the subject on hand. See, that shows you how distracted I get. Okay, I actually raised the price. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. So anyways, what do you guys think of that? There you go. I also think with the next Halo game, what's most important about that Halo game is not going to be the single player, although single player does matter. Single player lasts for 1 or 2 days, and then you're done with it. You know, people have gotten really good with passing through games and just getting it done super duper rapidly. What really matters, if you want your title to be successful, they have to keep playing. Destiny found ways to keep people playing. The number one thing Halo has to have, and pretty much all video games have to have, is some kind of replayable multiplayer mode where you are on a mission together. So you're on story mode together, and it probably needs to be a randomly generated map, like a dungeon crawl. And there has to be some sort of loot, you know, randomized loot table included that makes you want to keep going so you can pimp your character out. But they also have to make it exceptionally difficult. It has to be so difficult that very few people can actually get it done. Like 1%, perhaps 1 to 2% of people actually finishing some of the higher level stuff. You have to have that in your video game too, because that's what gets televised on Twitch or YouTube Live or whatever other platforms. People are watching other people play the most difficult thing they've ever seen. If you don't have that in the game, you've got a dead game. Any orders in queue? Let me look. All right, so we've got no orders in the queue. Happy Friday night. We had a surprisingly busy night yesterday, and then we had a surprisingly busy Friday daytime stream. And you know what was weird about the nighttime stream yesterday night? It's like as time went by, it got crazier and crazier. I think what we need to do, guys, is take a minute and smash the like. Let's see what the like button's at right now. It's at just 12. We're at just 12 likes, guys. So I really do think YouTube doesn't let anyone know we're live until we pass a certain number of likes. So if you want the stream to remain kind of slow and not as many people in here, then just don't smash the like button. But I think it actually does play a role. Here, I'll smash it right now. I think I can like my own stream. Isn't that weird? Does that matter? You think it matters if I like my own stream? I don't think it matters. But yeah, so I think that matters a lot. I don't think that YouTube lets anyone else know that you're live until you pass a certain threshold. Plug and play Xbox 360 with 50 classic games installed. Now I'm tired of that crap, man. I'm tired of games. All these, we're just repackaged the same game for you. I'm tired of that. I want new games. Like I'm playing a little bit of this Elder Scrolls Night Rain. It's nice. It's nice. They've designed a nice thing. And here we are. We have a Gabriel Enriquez going after Soldier's Return. Here you go, Mr. Gabriel. Very nice. Soldier's Return. Hey, Mr. Stream Expedition 33 right now. I'll watch. No. I thought that game was okay, but I just couldn't get into it. It was okay. I'd play games like that. It's almost exactly like Final Fantasy, right? Here we are. They did a good job. My brain didn't need to play it because it's like it already knew what it was going to be. And I really don't enjoy stories. It is Man in Black. You know why I like games like Elder Scrolls? No story. If you play Elder Scrolls Night Rain, there's virtually no story. The story's like the bad guy. He's out there. Let's go get him. That's the story. So I'm not a big story guy. Some people really like stories. Here we are. Mr. hates the music in that game. Yeah, I was listening to the music, and there was this point where it got kind of annoying. It was like, and it just keeps going on and on a loop. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, my ears are bleeding. Your music is too strong. You need to be more minimalism. You need to be more abstraction with the music and have pauses with the music, or else people will have ear fatigue. So I thought that part of the game wasn't very good either. Here's Star U. It's not a bad game, though. I mean, mechanically, you can tell it's just nice and clean. It's got a nice little combat loop. It's got some loot involved. Clearly, there's going to be some character building. But at the same time, here's another problem. I don't know if I want to be attached to that brand. Like, what is the importance of that brand? I don't feel it. Here's Umbreon. Look at that Umbreon. That's a Master Ball Umbreon, by the way. These guys are pricey. Look at that. Let's double check this. Make sure he's up to date. He's at 170 right now. Elden Ring, not Elder Scroll. I keep saying Elder Scroll, but I actually mean Elden Ring. I guess their names are similar. Umbreon. Just those early signs, guys, of dementia. Umbreon, Master Ball. Okay. Oh, no, we want it by cheapest, not by most expensive. And I hate that they do this. They always turn it on auction. Like, of course I don't care about penny auctions. Penny auctions do not help me. Okay, is this a Master Ball? Okay, here we go. We've got Master Ball Umbreon. He's actually $150. So this requires a price upgrade to $150. He's a little cheaper now. Mister, I remember you said you had sports cards for sale. A little bit, just a little bit. They're in the extended menu. You know how to get there? Extended menu. There's a link in the description near the top. Okay, this goes to $150 because that is just the price of it today. All right. I've been watching a lot of Power Slabs. What's the current box battle? We got no box battle, actually. Do you guys have a preference? I haven't picked one because sometimes it's better to not pick one and wait for people to come out and say what they want. I have no box battle for you guys. Mr. UFC 317 tonight. Let's go. When you go to Target, there's only sports cards left, and the Target employee are looking at you funny. Oh, right. Yeah, you look at the shelf, there's nothing there, and they're like, this disgusting, gross jerk. He's trying to buy Pokemon, isn't he? You mean like that, Mr. John? I think I've had that gaze before, where they look at you knowing that you're looking at an empty shelf. Here's Tyler, Japanese Future Flash. Ooh, Future Flash. Very interesting. Okay. Well, where's my Future Flash? We don't open that one very often. Here it is. We got some Future Flash here. How much did you order? You ordered, whoa, a whole box? I think that's a whole box. Let's go get it. All right, I'll be right back. Squid Game is over. No! I didn't watch it. No spoilers. That's a spoiler. You got to stop talking about it. Not allowed to talk about it. All right, we're looking for Future Flash. Not here. All right, it might be in the other room. I'll be right back. Wait. Let me check over here as well. Aha, found it. Found it. My little stash over here. Got a little stash. Know what I'm saying? Boom. Okay. Ready? Ready? There we go. If it just came out one day ago, you're not allowed to spoil it, guys. Jesus. Go to like a movie review show. You can talk about it there. There we go. A giant squid kills everyone. I'm gonna say it. We're gonna hide you. Let's see. Where's the mute button? 24 hours. Boom. There we go. All right. See you tomorrow. There we go. You already spoiled it. You shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that thing. Tossing this over here. All right. Let's start sneeping this. All right. Can't be trusted. I have to work today in an hour. No, Troy. Imagine how I feel as a Target employee. I've only worked there a couple days. My second day on restock day, and I walk out down that aisle 50 times. Employees have to wait 15 minutes after stock. What are you saying? Oh, employees have to wait 15 minutes after restock. I see what you're saying. In other words, you can't stand in line with everyone else to buy it. Whoa, that's interesting. There it is. That's annoying. If you're working at Target, you should get first dibs, man. That should be a perk of working at Target. First dibs on anything that goes on the shelf. Here we are. All right. There we go. Alex was timed out for 86,000 seconds. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Target would, or not Target. I didn't know that YouTube would count that by the second. That's so weird. Here's, whoa, Zebra Striker or something like that. scalpers would work there. Hey, you know, at least you know that they would have a job. Yeah, I work at Target. I schedule myself. I get myself scheduled for the restock days. Then I use my income to buy the Pokemon and I flip it all. Yeah. Oh, what? Somebody here, tell me why Target and Walmart employees who go through hell sometimes. By the way, those are not high-paying jobs. Tell me why they shouldn't be allowed to buy the product first. Are they any less of a human being than the Jim Short 30-year-old guys like myself standing in line to scalp the product? Are they any different? They're not any different. Same group. But they're the ones who keep the store nice. They're not allowed to buy it? Nah. If you're working at Target, you should be having dibs. Mister's a real bad man. Mister, that's such a good idea. Yeah, you get your money to buy the product from Target, and then you buy it when it hits the shelf because you got dibs. Ooh, look at that deli bird, man. Wow. We never open Future Flash, so we never see these. Here's the bird. I tried ringing up 3 booster packs, and it would not let me. Ho-ho! You've got the scientist. We are future daddy. Speaking of daddy, man, they're still making... Oh, look at that. Volcarona. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Here's Miltank. It's Miltank. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. Still a limit and discounts don't apply to cards. Is that a Shinji card? That's so cool looking. They are. Hey, if it won't let you, then they are free, my boy. I don't think that's how it works. Think you might be confused about that one. Future Volcarona. It's a cool one, man. I think he looks neat. Cold. Here's Iron Hands or something like that. Electric Paws. And a cold one. There it is. Tyler McCansh. Iron Wing. Ugh. One thing I can say about the Target, I'm even at self-checkout limits are set 1 time per person. Wow. Crazy, man. They really don't want you to buy a lot of that Pokemon. There we go. Okay. All right. There we are. They're looking at you trying to buy stuff at Target going, you're such a big jerk. What a jerk. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Now, I'm finally back from the bathroom. What did I miss? Is that the real DP Fitness or is that Alex as DP Fitness? Let's see. I think it's him. I can't tell. It says the account is 14 years old. Is that really you, DP Fitness? Oh, poor Alex just got himself timed out for a full 24 hours. It's me. Hey, how's it going? You're back from the bathroom. I don't know about that. Here we are. All right. People always ask where you went. I told them we shipped you My Little Pony cards and you instantly got in trouble for it. Tyler McCanch, you had a box? What's going on with you, Mr. Tyler? I'm trying to remember. Yes, you had a box. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. We're still going, though. We are? All right. Whew. About a year bathroom break. Has it been that long? Has it been a year? Oh, my God. There it is. Tossing these over here. God, dude, that's a long time. Weird. Crazy how fast the time goes, man. Turn around and all this time went by. We're different people now. We're not the same group we were before. This is the Oregon Trail, and some people have died of dysentery. Others starved, and some got sick with grapefruit vine toe. Pokemon logo. There's always some sort of weird, like, tumbleweed illness that people died from in the past. You ever thought about that? 6 is here. My Little Pony, the myth, the legend, DB Fitness. Well, you're safe now. I don't think anyone's going to buy you any of that because, get this, the pony cards got super expensive. Isn't that crazy? The pony cards got really, really expensive. In fact, I was selling them on eBay. I sold one so far. Let's see. Let's see. Orders and a pony. Look at that. That's an actual sale. a My Little Pony for $184 for one box. Those boxes used to be so cheap, I could sell a box for $2 a pack or something like that. That's why they did that for you. Now sold for $184. Like, what the hell? Crazy, right? No more coin flips. We don't have that. Instead, we have a Pokemon battle, which I think is just right for a Pokemon card channel. It's kind of like a coin toss, I suppose, in a certain way, because one person walks away with the hit and the other person does not. Like, for example, here it is, 35, 1, and 2. But we use a deck of cards, and you guys play a round of Pokemon together, and whoever wins at that round of Pokemon gets the item. The other person is entitled to have some free poker cards, some free Disney poker cards if they want them. We are. You don't have to take them. Let's see. Yeah, we did coin flips at one point, weren't we? We were doing those coin flips. All right. Pretty trashy, actually. It is. Yeah, I was here when we invented it. We were doing all kinds of things, weren't we? And, oh, wow. We were doing all kinds of things. I actually stopped doing the breaks for a little while. And then, because we were trying to, what I was thinking is we need to get a lot more vintage content. And then what I was thinking was, well, maybe the breaks actually steal all of the vintage content because nobody wants to buy into vintage breaks. But after a while, I felt like we'll probably bring them back. I mean, there were people who kept asking for them back, number one. And number two, you know, I couldn't deny the math on the breaks was really good. And so in the end, they slowly came back. Here we are. A most momentous occasion. Here we are. Here's Giovanni Skirdos. Here's Manga Marshall Teach. We have a Star Wars sketch break. Nobody's jumped in that. Here is a Charizard break. So here they are again. The breaks, they're back. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. We got the Poke Shuffle, which is running really low. Wow, we need to get more stuff in here probably. Let's go ahead and get more cards in the back like this. All right, so yeah, Poke Shuffle is looking kind of low. Oh, I got something for you. Check this out, DP Fitness. You're going to find this real interesting. Give me a second. Let's see. Where did it go? I've been showing this off because we only got back into the gym breaks recently. Ow. Got something cool to show you that you might be interested in. Ah, here it is. Shazam. Look at that. DP's Chansey. Recognize that? Wow, you really were in 100 breaks in the past for this one card. He was in 100 breaks. I mean, if the breaks averaged like $30 a piece and he was in 100 of them, isn't that like $3,000 or something? That's a lot of money. Of course, that's not unusual actually for card collecting. We had our friend Mr. Jonathan Morris bought one card today for $1,500. So yeah, it's weird how card collecting kind of warps your sense of money a little bit because there's so much money involved. 100 breaks, LMAO. Yep, still got it. Holy crap. Wins and losses. Pretty crazy. Now, we have something running like that. Here's the interesting thing. Nobody's really opting to make a scorecard anymore. One guy did it. Where'd he go? But it's not as popular yet. Here it is, Carlos Chaveras. And he chose a particular character. Got to respect his choice in scorecard right here. So let's get this in the sleeve. I don't know if he's done forever, but he hasn't come by for a little while. It is. So those scorecards are $5 to make. You would take something like this, and you could attach it to a bulk Pokemon card, and I'll use this card to create the sticker and all that. There's a bit of work. Yeah, at one point I was buying $3K a month. $3K a month? Yeah, right. No way, dude. Actually, again, that's not that crazy. It sounds crazy, but if I could look up how much actually, I don't know how to look it up anymore. PayPal changed their stuff, so I can't see how much I am spending. But my typical spending per week will be around $18,000 to about $27,000 per week. That's my usual spending in order to keep stuff going over here, because you have to have this insane rotation all the time. Yep, and breaks and Marvel packs. Breaks. Oh, wait. Is it per week? I'm trying to, yeah, it's per week. That's per week. Shush. Yeah, part of my job is to buy stuff. And you would think that's super fun. If you have to do it, though, and you have to do it a lot, it can actually get kind of tiring. I would leave. I was spending $3K a month here also. Every time a chance come on the table, I think of you. How deep is the queue? Oh, we better get back to it. Okay, so people might actually be opening some stuff. Let's see. So, click. Here's Chris Abruzzo. He's the only one in the queue right now. One spot for Mr. Chris into the Victini. Here goes, Chris. So, Mr. Chris. Yeah, you know what's crazy, though, about all that, Mr. Dennis? That's a lot of money to be spending. But if you just kept spending all that money on Pokemon cards, you'd be a pretty happy guy today, because Pokemon cards have gone to the moon, dude. They've gone to the freaking moon. Here it is. We don't know what happens next. Do they just keep going to the moon? We were just talking about that at the start of the stream. The Gold Star Gray Ninjas just significantly jumped in value from like $400 a card to like $1,000 a card, just like overnight. And so, yeah, it's like, it was a card I suspected could do that. Look at all these cards. We got lots of cards. It was a card I suspected could do that. And it just did. Just did that. Really crazy. DP, they sold their collection. Who sold their collection? Mega Sublist, not Victini. Oh, my bad. Everyone's jumping into that Victini. And my brain just said it's the Victini. My bad, Chris. Let's get that corrected. So, guys, you know about the Mega Mew. Here he is. This is one of the biggest breaks on the table. It's worth, well, 400 times 7, $2,800 then, right? He's probably worth more than that by now. This is such an old break. Let's take a quick look at it. Is that Mew? I think we did the other day, and he was still around that value. But that was a little while ago. Let's see. So we set the price on these breaks, and then we don't change them. We just stick to that price. So Chris Abruzzo on 4. All right. Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to be careful because Pokemon cards really are an RNG product. Unless you're buying a slab outright, which we have that as well. Unless you're buying a slab outright, it is an RNG product. And not unlike scratcher tickets or, you know, the slot machine. It's not unlike those things. So you got to be a little careful, not overdo it. If you're like me, you pretty much empty your entire bank account, because that's how I was. When I got started back into Pokemon cards, I had a little phase where I just went crazy. I mean, every single dollar just went right into Pokemon until I had almost $0 left. That was real early on. Now I got like rules. So I have rules like I have to maintain X amount of dollars in my account at all times. So, but I've had those rules for years now, maintaining a certain amount of cash. All right, is that from Celebration? Me, the Gold Star Gray Ninja. Yeah, Celebration Gold Star Gray Ninja just shot up to like $1,000 overnight. Go look it up. And people are claiming it's market manipulation, which it's not impossible for that to be true. It's not impossible for that to be true, but, oh, look, here's this. Cards are just doing really well right now. People want them. Can't beat them. I think it's going to be that way until we consistently see prices fall like month over month. And when prices fall month over month, people will get scared. They will want to sell theirs. They'll be like, oh, this is the peak. And when everyone starts selling theirs because they're very scared of the peak, I think you'll see like a price correction. But we just seem to be in some crazy bull run right now. And the fun thing about it, oh man, the fun thing about a bull run is even when the bull run's over and the market's starting to decline, usually it doesn't go all the way back down. Maybe it goes back down 50% even, which was that would be a huge correction. But that would mean that at least 50% of the appreciation stayed on the cards. So it's a really fun time. And I've been holding my cards now for almost 7 years. Most of the oldest ones, almost 7 years. And of course, I got newer ones that I bought along the way. Look at this, DP. I bought one of these. I bought this guy right before the big change in price in January. $19,000 Gyarados. Look at that. That's a lucky card. This is one of my favorites in my collection. Like, I got the Gold Star Charizard too, but I like this one better. Here it is. Just a Gyarados fan, I guess. Here we are. Time for another bathroom break. I'll be right back. Oh, see you, see you a year later. Here we are. Oh my God, dude. All right. Whoa, 19K. Yeah, that one card. Look at this. This one's 19K. And where'd the other one go? So is he here right now as well? He's not in here. You think this Masaki Gengar is undervalued? I feel like last time I checked, he was like 14,000, and I feel like that's undervalued because, you know, he's Masaki Gengar. That card's got to go up if everything else is going up. Oh, there it is. Oh, by the way, did I tell you guys, there is now a confirmed sale on this Mew for 20, was it 28 or was it 24? Let me look it up. Hold on. So this Mew, it had a really long story to it where it turned out it had a deactivated code, and PSA was warning me it might be, you know, a fake card. They were warning me also we might turn it into a 9. They were warning me that. And I sent it in and they said you get to keep the 10 and it's authentic and the code's reactivated. So I was super excited for that. I paid only $5,000 for that Mew, and now it has sold for how much? Let me see. The Mew last sold on the June 22nd for $24,000. Wow. Last sale on this, $24,000. From 5 to 25 almost. That's crazy stuff. 6, House of the Drawings. I sent an order. Yeah, let's get those orders taken care of. That's some crazy stuff, isn't it? Well, and I would never be able to afford these now. That's what's kind of scary about it all. I wouldn't drop 24 on that Mew. I just couldn't do that. Same with this guy. This guy just sold for 40, I heard. I couldn't do that again. I don't know about the Gyarados. I don't know about the Gengar. But so their prices are so high now, even I wouldn't consider it. It's just too much. Me fat now. What? You got chubby? We are. There we go. So, we've got, well, welcome to our health and wellness group. Here's 6. 1 Final Fantasy. Oh, 6 is opening a Final Fantasy. All right, so I need to restock these and have a quick look at the price and all that. So here goes 6. The Mew in a 9 is like $900 now. We used to sell the Mew in a 9 for like $400, and people would say that it's too much. There you go. And I would tell people, I was like, well, you're not going to get the 10. There's only like, I don't know, there's only like 20 of the 10s. So you're going to get a 9. Gilgamesh, Master at Arms. He's cool. What's after Gilgamesh? You ready? Oh, Dawn Warrior's Legacy, Sorcery. All right, 6. I don't know if this is as crazy as last time. Here's Lightning, Army of 1. That's good. Here's Golbez, Crystal Collector. Okay. Livestream's Blessing. The Masamune. Is that his weapon? Forest. Omega Heartless Evolution. That's cool. Side Quest, Garnet, Coral Sword, Sleep Magic, Belam T-Rex, Rook Turret, and Loperit? I mean, Pop-Tart, says Troy. What? Troy? Mister, I'm very proud this week. Worked all week and showed up today when my colleagues didn't. Good job, man. You got it. Now you just got to do that every time. You got to do that every time. No, never take a sick day. Always show up. Get that kill streak, you know. Be really impressive about it. Here it is. Oh, yeah. All right. That's how you stand out, guys. Here's the Masamune. Be a try-hard, you know. Die young of heart disease. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Lightning. All right. Actually, they say people who quit working actually die younger. Did you guys hear that? So they did a study and they found out that people who live for a really, 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 really long time, like 100 years, they tend to keep working most of their life. How interesting. They don't ever really retire. All right. Something like having a job keeps you wanting to be alive or something. Or maybe it keeps you social. I don't know. I'm quitting now then. No, Troy! You have so much to live for, Troy. Miss 6. Here we go. Can someone buy a Foundation Collector Pack? Yeah. Oh, you mean like can you watch someone else buy it? My wife likes a big black truck. Oh no, here we go. But I only have a small white car. Is this an issue? I think that's a big issue. It is. It sounds like she likes really big trucks. Here you go. So, let's see. Those are some funny jokes, man. I want to take a quick look into this because we probably need a restock. So we need a restock on Final Fantasy. If I'm not going to get that box, all right, all right. I am doing it live. We'll do it live. I'm doing it live, guys. Give me a second here. Let's see. Someone pop open a Foundation Collector Pack or Duskmorn. There we are. I mean, she'll probably let you watch while she's driving the truck around. So, that's always fun, I guess. Let's see. Final Fantasy. Doing a little research here. All right, all right, all right. Good. Just looking around. Let's see. My wife only drives stick. I drive both. What is the... is there a sealed case of this crap? How much is this as a sealed case? I bet it's unbelievable. A booster box case for $7,600. What do you guys think? That doesn't look like a booster box case. Oh, maybe it is. Crazy, huh? And that would be this number divided by 6, right? Ooh. So we could get a sealed case of this for only a little more than the price of the individual boxes, you know? But if we did that, I would have to charge more when I open it. So what do you guys like better? Do you guys like the absolute lowest price, or do you like pulling packs from a, you know, sealed case? Because sometimes I feel you guys just like the absolute lowest price, you know? Mr. Is LaFlame still here? Yeah, actually he is. He was in the daytime stream. He's pretty active, actually. He hangs out in our Discord server. I like him. I like Mr. LaFlame. We are. I feel like some people bring a big personality into the group, and I'm always watching that. Some people are just that way, you know? Let's see. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get right back to that queue. But first, we are going to do one of these. So this is it then. And I might buy a big restock of these. Boy, I would be sitting on a lot of this product. The problem is I don't know what happens with the missing case. That's the problem. I don't know what happens with the missing case. I don't think we need to get that much. So I'm just going to order a small amount of this. Okay, guys? I'm not going to go crazy. So we're getting a Magic the Gathering restock because we know that the other set is trapped en route to us. We don't know what's wrong with it. All right, good. Let's get back to the queue now. Oh, here's a guy that was talking to me on eBay. Let's see what he says. Okay, let me mark this unread. Good. And then Miss 6, we got your Final Fantasy open. The next order is Danny, say no more. Simpsons pack ×4. Put them in my bag sealed. You got it. The Simpsons, still relevant. Simpsons still going, man. Forever and ever. Do you guys think I'll always go? Do you think I'll just run this stream forever and ever? Here we are. 1, 2. Is A. Perez still here? Yep. Arturo's still here. Here we are. So I need more of the Simpsons. I'll be back. Let's go find the Simpsons. All right, I'm back. Fresh box of The Simpsons. Vintage Simpsons. Whoa. Whoa. All right. The jet skis on the lake run Mr. over like Bart. Look at this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bubblegum container. Bazooka 10-pack. New Kids on the Block. Wow, this insert's so cool. Freddy. Oh, Friday the 13th or whatever, right? No. What's the name of this one? It's called, I can't remember the name of the movie he's from. Here's Bazooka and Barfo. Wow. Kind of crazy, man. Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. Elm Street. I was thinking Terror on Elm Street, and I was like, that's not right. There we go. Good. So that's a fresh box of The Simpsons, by the way. Very fun. Mr. Not a huge Simpsons fan, more of a Hey Arnold, Team Rocket kind of guy. What? I like a good horror movie. Yeah, okay, you ready? So we open this, we open these. There we go. Ooh, well, now wait a second. That's so nice. And no way, man. All right, so the question is, will the cards from this new box be an even higher quality than the last box? Looks like the cards are the same. Oh, he said he wanted them sealed. Okay, no problem. So this pack is for you guys. So I'm going to keep the No Way Man card for myself. So this one's going to stay for me. I'll send this in to grade, okay? And then these packs will be given, or these cards will go into Danny's box, and these will be given away. I was so excited to see the quality of the new box that I forgot he told me to keep them sealed. Here you go, Danny. No problem. Yo, man. Is there any other varieties? I think it's just this 2 varieties. Okay. Did he say sealed? Good thing I didn't open all of them. Well, it wouldn't have really mattered. I'd have just sent them out to grade, to be honest. That's what I would have done. Okay. Evil Dead 2013 version is pretty horror. There. Any good scary movies lately? I don't watch scary movies. I'll tell you why I don't watch them. It's because Karis really gets pretty freaked out from scary movies. She knows they're fake. She knows it's just a movie. She knows it's just actors on a screen. And yet, it still gets her. She just can't not be affected by it. And when she feels scared from a scary movie, that means I do not get lucky. I do not score anymore for a while, like a week. Like a week of no scoring. And I like high scores. Here, Knight of King. She can't handle it. Watch Hereditary. We did watch that one. It was okay. Hereditary really felt like a modern horror movie that steals from all the classics, like Rosemary's Baby and stuff like that. Ooh. But Hereditary is pretty cool. Really had some pretty freako moments right at the end, you know. Crazy stuff. Here's Kyogre. Oh. Like that one. That's Hidden Legends. It's sad that graded only an 8. Let me look at that. That graded 8, huh? Wow, that is just really tough. Got to be on the back, huh? Oh, I see. So you got white dot on the back for sure. I mean, there's a chance that if you regraded it, it would be like a 9. But is that really worth the risk? Also, you know, if it just regrades into an 8, then it's really not worth the risk. Yeah, that's a pretty clear dot. That's a strong dot, I'd say. This card should at least be a 9. But wow, they really went with the 8 on this one, huh? That's tough, man. That's real tough. 3, 4, 5 plus 9 for shipping, mister, says Justin. Oh, I see. Oh, Ethereum cent. Okay. What would you like me to do with that 345? Here we are. Oh, I remember. So we were buying some of this. we are. Because what we wanted to do was calculate a price for these packs. Okay, our price is fine. You give me 1 sec, finalizing my order. No problem, man. Dear BGS, hurry up. Yes, we have a Beckett grading. Let me see. Let me refresh. I know the grades for the April submission because they revealed them. They're just encapsulating them. But they're still holding on to a February submission, I believe. Aren't they? So let's see. Active, not shipped. Yeah, from February 2025. And if we click on this, does it at least have grades? No grades. I don't get it. I'm looking at it. It's not particularly crazy. It's a big order, though. But it doesn't have cards that are exceptionally crazy in it. It's just really slow. Yeah, I think that's plenty, man. From February, that's 4 months. How can you be holding on to a set for 4 months? Also, you've got this one from April, and it's wrapping up. So the one from April is almost done. Crazy. I don't get it. I don't know. Did I get upcharged? I don't know. All right. So the Ethereum has just arrived. Good. And let's see. So Bill Barron is on this list next. He says 2 spots in the mega sub list of Bill Barron. Okay, he's pushing the mega sub list, guys. There it is, Mr. Bill. You got a bag, Bill? You want one of these, the Simpsons cards? So he's 2, 5, and 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spots remain on the mega sub list, everybody. I didn't think BGS did upcharge us. I think we just consume too much entertainment. Our real world is also hard to beat in terms of content. Luffy wanted poster. I like the twist of the 28 years later ending. How about the Jungle Pack submission? I swear they keep getting slower. Well, it's all, I mean, the card market's not slowing down. So yeah, it's all taking forever, dude. All taking forever. But I can take a look at the booster packs. I'm curious myself. I have to maintain, let me just hit save and exit on this. I have to maintain a certain amount of cash in my collection just for all the PSA submissions. So I want to see what's coming close to ending too. Let's see. We haven't looked in a while. Oh, the booster pack submission is in assembly. So that's pretty cool. It was submitted in January, by the way. Estimated to be done by June 27th. Oh, that was yesterday. So it's in assembly right now. Very close. It says our April submission is in the research and ID category. And then we have a 160 card order that arrived for June. So that's what that's looking like. Okay, so Mr. Bill. Oops, what is going on here? Oh, there it goes. Mr. Bill, 2 in the mega sub list. Did he say he had a bag, wanted to get one of these little cards? I don't know if he wanted one. I know grading company, they ain't going to take forever to get done. I believe they're called TCC. Oh, yeah, but we are taking forever. I need to get the NHCC submissions. Miss Six says she'll take another pack. All right, but this time she wants a pack with Chocobo in it. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay, look at this. Here you go, Six. You ready? Booster pack submissions are very scary. I don't know how they decide the grades on those, but last time they were relentlessly terrible to my submission. Here's Hero. If I just knew what to look for, I'd only submit good booster packs to them, but I don't actually know what to look for, and they don't tell you. Leviathan, huh? And A Promise Fulfilled. It's harder than it looks to get the top pulls. So, you know, we've had a couple really huge pulls come out of here, Triple Triad, and we really were experiencing high levels of luck. That's what was going on. Vincent Valentine. Valenti. He looks like he's something out of Bloodborne. Look at this character. That's a Bloodborne character right there. Holy moly, man. Okay, we've got Island in the Sun. Summon Primal Garuda. Quistis, Poo-Poo, Diamond Weapon, Phantom Train, Phantom Tax, Undercity Dire Rat. We'll put this in the top. You like rats. Here's Dragoon's Wyvern. Haha, there we go. Very nice. Okay, is the TCC Vintage Pack Pokemon? Yes, those are Pokemon cards. Here we are. Think of it like this. They are vintage Pokemon cards from the past. and you're getting ungraded raw cards, and each pack contains some of those cards. They're not going to grade 10, though. That's the whole idea of it, okay? It's more like for binder collectors. Here's Summon Leviathan. I'm assuming I'll get like a PSA 5. I just want to add to my Frieren collection with that jungle pack. There we go. No, they won't give out a 5. But they were handing out 7s and 8s like viciously the last time I did it. Here's Hero. I don't know why this gets its own sleeve. Vincent, the OG Vampire Goth. There we go. Do you know what people called World War I before World War II? The Great War or something like that? I don't remember. There we go. What a sad war. There we go. You know, that war really screwed a lot of things up because it set the stage for World War II because Germany was really suffering. They were having hyperinflation after the war was over. They were struggling like terribly bad. Perhaps if it had never happened, there never would have been a war. I've seen some of the beautiful cities and buildings in Germany and in the rest of Europe before World War II. It's tragic that they got blown up. It's really sad. All right, let's see. I just like buildings a lot, I guess. All right, Justin. So you have 356 ETH. Dollars, I mean. Appreciate it, man. And actually, you ordered some shipping at the end of the day, didn't you? You ordered a round of shipping at the end of the daytime stream. That shipping doesn't go out yet. You kind of missed the window. Alexis had already left. So your stuff is just sitting over here for Monday. And so you can add anything you want to that shipment. It's already paid for, already going out. Anytime I come here, you're talking about anything but trading cards. Blue Bunny Relics, I'd be happy to talk about cards. We actually talk an enormous amount about cards. The first, I want to say like hour of the stream was all about cards. Here's the thing. We run for multiple hours, and so we just cover a broad range of subjects eventually. And, but yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about cards, because I'll join the conversation. I talk about everything. Saw we actually won a Final Fantasy break. Yes. That was you guys, right? Steven Gonzalez, is that what you're saying? I can't remember. Here we go. But look at this. A fresh break. Final Fantasy break has begun. It's a new 1 in 7 break. $40 buy-in. People want to have that. By the way, did you guys see this? Lovely Umbreon. I put this in my collection. I knew I probably should have at least one of these laying around. Just because of how impressively difficult we know he is to pull. So hold on to one of those. Mister, did you add me into the June PSA 9 sub? It was the Zekrom alt from Black Bolt. The June submission. Well, if you were in it, you should just be able to look it up, right? Well, I'll just check these cards to my side real fast. You should be able to look it up in Discord. Ow. Nope, you're right here. You're waiting for the next round, okay, man? It won't be too long, don't worry. It's already, some time has already passed. Okay, yeah, we got a nice little round started up already. It's time to do tag, CGC, and BGS submissions again. That's what we're supposed to do next. It's a new weekend. Probably going to try to trade him for Ishtola. Which card do you have? You pulled a nice card, right? What you ought to do is send it out to grade. There it is, Sephiroth. Oh, yeah. Look at that. If you ever just want to trade him in for store credit, I might be open to that as well. There we are. So if you guys ever pull a nice card and you just want fast store credit, I'm always available for that. All right. So here's this. This is the best pack opening channel on YouTube. Oh, you're too kind, man. Appreciate it. There we go. So yeah, we'll talk about a broad range of subjects for fun. Here's Mr. Masvara. Let's get 3 spots in the Victini. I thought you'd show up for a Victini break because I know you're a fan. And this is an interesting way to acquire the product. You could just take all your money and just go buy one outright, or you can take a shot at one in an RNG product. Mr. Mahasvara. Did you see Mr. DP Fitness was in here earlier? What are your thoughts on Korean Pokemon? You think they'll start to get too expensive like Japanese eventually did? Well, here's an interesting story. We were trying to do a break on you know, the Korean EV Heroes Umbreon VMAX Alt-Art. And we were all shocked to find out that his price had basically doubled over time from the very first time we had looked at him. So we were all shocked by that. So yeah, he did get more expensive over time. Wait, was Chris supposed to be in here? Was I supposed to remove Chris from the Victini break here? I think I was supposed to remove him. I don't think I did I? Let me make sure I didn't mess that up. Chris Abruzzo. I just sold some Korean alt-arts on eBay. People love them. Nice. Yeah, I might buy one outright if I don't win, but man, the 1K price tag is rough. It truly is. Here we are. Yeah, and my price tag's not at a very profitable point. Actually, you know, I paid more than $1,200 for that Victini. I paid more than that. But now I'm acquiring them at a slightly lower price, so should all even out, right? That's why I've been saying this whole time. You know, if I'm restocking at a lower price point and I'm still managing to sell at about 1.2, 1.3. So, but then you got, you know, you got the transaction fees and taxes and all that. So it all adds up in different ways. So the profit margin on this is quite slim, guys. I don't really get rich selling these at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Wow, okay. We're up to 11 already. I can't believe how fast this has moved. Reminds me of the first round. Come back soon. Blue Bunny Relics. Once I have the bunny to break, I know where to come. Oh, that's very cool, man. All right, so, yeah, go make that money, man. For anyone watching, if you have a serious question about an order, don't get answered on the first message. Reply it again until he sees it. Yeah, anyone who has a business-related message for me, like I missed your order or something like that, you can just literally spam the chat until you get my attention. The moderators cannot put you in trouble for that, and everyone understands you're not being like mean or something or annoying, but that you're just trying to get my attention quickly. So you're perfectly okay to spam the chat when it is related to your order. All right. So Chris Abruzzo did not have a spot over there. We almost handed out a free spot. Justin French does have some cash, though. All right, so what is this pile here? I got this weird pile here. $35 Umbreon, huh? We're going to get that right up in the Poke Shuffle because the Poke Shuffle is feeling pretty slim. Look at that. Holy. Not much left in there. We got 35, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 093 Umbreon 10. It's a nice 10. It might not be the rarest card, but it is a nice looking Umbreon. Okay. If it was a super rare card, it would cost quite a lot more. Thinking of taking this cast form from Anthony Kalura. It's a cheap AR from an English set, you know? Let's take a quick look at that cast form. Let's see what his price is today. So he put it on sale. Cast form 195. No, the cast form actually needs to come further down in price. He's actually cheapest buy now of $50 now. So it shows you how some of these modern cards that were graded right away, they continue to fall in price. And the reason for that is obvious. More are hitting the market over time for these sets that are really not that old yet. So he's now a $50 card, and that is up to date. So you really should consider it because it's cheaper to buy here than it is to buy off of eBay. Okay, we have an order now from Danny. He says, 4 more Simpsons packs, but open them. Let's check those print lines. You got it, man. Yeah, I was interested in this new box of The Simpsons to see if it's got better quality. Here we are. All right, Mr. Danny. Let's check them one at a time so that we don't run through them too fast. Okay. I think it's overpriced. The cast form, huh? I will spend my time productively. See, that sounds like something I would make you guys say. It's all about productivity. That solves all your problems. Productivity. Come back here, you little. You know, I think it's looking pretty clean, Mr. Danny. Let's take a zoom in there. Okay, you see that? Not bad. Let's check the back real fast, though. You never know. Here's another advantage to being in a live stream, is you can have me do this. Now, you can have me do that to all your cards. It's called a pre-grade. That's $3 per card to have me study your card, give it a grade. I'll actually assign it a grade that I think it's going to end up getting from like PSA. And then we'll write that down on the penny sleeve. And I'll even make recommendations where to send it. There we are. So that's a little service if you got a card you want me to get a really deep look at. Hey, what's up, Mr. Onetic? Emily's back already? Was Yu-Gi-Oh not worth it for you to sell here? Hey, what's up, Lewis T? Yu-Gi-Oh was performing very poorly. Very poorly. And we would definitely consider getting it again. I just have to see some excitement and buzz for it. Like I see some excitement for the new Dragon Ball set. It's some sort of manga set. Now, see, this one does have a big print line. Look at that. There's a print line. And the centering from here to here is terrible. So you might have just gotten lucky with the Homer one. Front of the card's good, though. Cowabunga, man. All right. Bart's in California saying cowabunga. Times are good. Houses are only $200,000 per home in California. We are. Can you believe that? That there was a time period when the homes were that cheap. 1960s, a home was $12,000. You had 5 kids. Your wife stayed at home and cooked meals. There you go. Because you had so much pay. Your purchasing power was so good from your factory job. There you go. All right. Now a home's like $500,000, even in a poor state. If you're in a rich state, it's probably about default of $1 million. Yeah, it's $1 million. What, you don't got $1 million? Well, enjoy being poor. I will not overestimate my own popularity. 3 live customs, 8 Poke Shuffles, 10 prismatic, Evolution English, and a box of Japanese Crimson Haze. I think I mathed it right. Nice. All right. That sounds like a fun order. Okay, you ready? Good, 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 good. One more pack. Are you ready? Mr. Danny. Sears build-it-yourself home kit homes are still standing today. Are they? Are there real examples of that? That's really cool if there are. I didn't even think about that. All-American Dad. Now, this one has a big print line in the middle. Why, you little... There it is. There's a little print line here and here. So, you know what, Danny? I think it's just different cards have different quality to them. And so when you open these, it's a gamble whether you get a good one or not. Uh-oh. Cool. All right. That's the end of the Simpsons. Thank you, Danny. Any idea on when Japanese PRB1 comes in? Hopefully soon. Here we are. I did restock it, right? Didn't I restock that one? Yes, yes, it is on the way, in fact, right now. Confirmed. There we go. Oh, and here's a little bonus card for you. How about that? You got a bonus card from the bonus pack. There it is. Great medicine, Emily. Mr. I was removed from the Victini break, but I should be in there. Check the PayPal orders. Oh, my bad, dude. I thought that was part of the mistake I made earlier. My bad, dude. Double mistakes. Going in. All right. I thought we did a thing where you said that you were supposed to have gone into the sub list. This. Bruzo. Whoa. House is already at 12, dude. That's some crazy stuff, man. I'm about to watch some of the new Simpsons episodes after hearing about Marge. Okay, let's see. Poor Marge. So now we have Tyler would come right after Justin. Technically, Justin should be going next because his payment already came in. So you got it, Mr. Justin. He said 3 live, 8 Poke Shuffle. Let's start there. 3 live, 8 Pokey Shuffle. 1, 2, and 3. Ah, it's a cold round. That's pretty rough. Those live customs can be really, really tough. 3 cold live customs. Now, the Pokey Shuffle. Pokey Shuffle's feeling a bit thin lately. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it goes. See what's going on with that. 1. Aha, Old Maid Coughing. Oh, that's a cool one. You pulled 1 Old Maid Coughing for about 40 bucks. It's not really too bad of a situation, but that might have been exactly the price or slightly over. Oh, it's exactly the price. So it's kind of like you bought it. See how it's a red card? That's because that's like the rare card in the actual Old Maid deck. So there's only 1 Coughing in the Old Maid deck. There's 2 of everything else. I don't know how Old Maid is played. I think the way it's played is you don't want to be the one to pull this card. So it's kind of fun that they chose Coughing because he's stinky. Look how nice it is on the back, too. That's cool. Okay. So, Justin. Good. I can't believe you timed out Alex for 24 hours. I was just being silly. No, but he spoiled Squid Game. He already spoiled it. He said something he shouldn't have. But actually, I didn't expect for DP Fitness to show up right afterwards. Oops. Bad time to be muted. He'll be back. There you go. Ew, I can smell it. Put it away. Oh, I fell asleep on Squid Game. Pickle juice? Thanks, Racer. If you didn't send the message, I would have noticed. You want to see Marge's bunny ears. Remember when they killed Brian from Family Guy? How do you feel about the new mayor in New York? Yeah, you hear a lot of people making a lot of fuss about that guy. He's just a lot more socialist than usual. So, you know, here are my deeper thoughts about it. He's not my mayor. I'm over here in Missouri. I don't care. So if people in New York are voting in the way that they want to vote, bada bing, bada boom. They get what they want to vote for. That's how it is. So that's what they feel like. They want higher taxes, more wealth redistribution. Then they're going to get higher taxes and more wealth redistribution. I wouldn't choose to move there, but if that's what they're wanting, then that's what they should get because that's what, that's a democracy. Okay, so we're not done with Mr. Justin. 10 prismatics and a box of Japanese Crimson Haze. 10 prismatics. I love it. So let's get with this 10 prismatics. What do you guys think about them? I personally think that low taxes is the way to go. When you look at Texas, it's absolutely exploding as a country. When you look at Florida, it's exploding. Las Vegas is expanding. It's all these places with low taxes that people are moving to. Because let's say you got even a semi-decent job. Why would you want to pay more taxes? You don't want to. You want to pay less taxes. Like, you don't have to be a billionaire to appreciate lower taxes, is what I'm saying. You just have to be a person with a job, Here we are. But, places like California and New York are full of some of the wealthiest people in the whole country. And at the same time, they're some of the most expensive places to live. So I kind of get it. I get why people would want more, more taxes and more socialism. It's because they're looking at their cost of living saying this isn't survivable. And they're surrounded by rich people and they go, you jerks take all the money. You should share. You should share. Sharing's caring. Jesus said, I shall tax thee. All right, I'll be back. Here we are. What did I knock over? Is that just an empty box? Is that all it is? Oh, okay. I knocked over an empty box. Glad to hear you're doing a little better. I'm just trying to make it. Higher taxes for the rich. Hi, Six. How you doing? Mister, with the right to bear arms after your decision as to where you live. What? What about the right to bear arms? Oh, I thought I saw a tick on me. Boop. All right. You can never be too sure out here. Ticks everywhere, man. All right, tossing this over here. I personally would not vote for him because I like lower taxes. I really do. I like lower taxes and less bureaucracy and more private property, more privatization. There we go. All right. So now you know. When the government takes your money, they don't tend to be very smart with it. They tend to waste it. There's proof for that, by the way. Look at our national debt. And what did they do with all that money? Do you feel like the government handed you cash and bought you a home or did anything good for you? No. We're still $34 trillion in debt. So, you know, the government always makes these kind of like pie in the sky promises. Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then they don't do it, but they still take your money. So it just never really works. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. So that's how I end up on the lower taxes side of the equation. I don't trust the government. That's it. I don't trust them. It's a low trust government. The people who run the country tend to be removed really quickly, trades hands really fast. They're always needing more money. They never have enough, no matter how much you give them. They're like, you know what? We need it so bad that we'll just print more of it. It's like, oh, well, there you go. Let's snip this. Snip. So, Rome went broke, by the way. That's how Rome fell. There was a number of things that made Rome fall. But one of the biggest reasons Rome fell is because it went broke. And that's true for just about every big society that ever existed. They always go broke and then they collapse. The government goes broke. So, I don't know. Tosses over here. Uncle Mike says, read my last comment. He says, the low tax strategy only works when you make more than 50 to 60K. I make 40K a year, and trust me, I live in $1 million home in a place that was the murder capital 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I used to live in St. Louis. That's the murder capital for a while too, you know. Kind of sad. You know why it was that way? Drugs, poverty. Drugs especially. That's a real problem, man. The drugs, the fentanyl and all that. All right, here's our order for Justin French, 10 prismatics. This is a very expensive order right here, guys, so please appreciate it. Look at that, everybody. 10 of these. All right. Stop the Rome hate. All right, I'm going back to school. I'm going to start learning Latin again. Dominus tecum. All right, what we got? We got Duraludon. Ooh. Ha-ha. Ta-da! I say the government should take our money and buy us Pokemon cards with it. Finally. Doing stuff we want. What do you guys think? Good idea? You can vote for me for president. I'll make it happen. There. Okay. Which murder capital are you in? I was in East Brooklyn. St. Louis. I was raised, not in St. Louis, just outside of it. Just outside of the range. You can find some nice little suburbs. But I lived in the St. Louis County for a while, for years. And we went to St. Louis all the time. We did business in St. Louis. And many of my friends were from St. Louis as well. And it's just kind of a crappy place. Sort of living under a cloud of their crime and poverty issues. Kind of like, why would you... There's so many states and so many cities to move to. Why would you intentionally move to St. Louis? It is. There we go. Kind of sad, you know. It is Umbreon. Unfortunately, when a city gets a bad brand like that, it kills the city. So it's not just about the statistics. It's about the brand. I kind of think that way about America, too. It's about the brand. Our country has an image to take care of. We need to make sure people look at our image, our brand in a good way. Here's Ursaluna. Look at that Ursaluna. Very nice. St. Louis, Oregon? Yeah! I was born and lived in East St. Louis. Sure. So that was the murder capital of America for years. I don't know where it ranks today. I've heard that they've brought some of the violence down, but it was that way for a really long time. Here it is. Last pack, everybody. Last pack. Oh, yeah. That is Prismatic. One of the best sets. You could also call it Lunatic Evolutions because you have to be crazy to open it. No, it's so difficult. But then when you pull like a God pack or something, it's so amazing. Here it is. Yeah, that set will probably remain one of the hardest sets to open. Snorlax, Ursaluna, Black Belt, Ogerpon, and Duraludon. Not a single Master Ball, not an SIR, not even one of those goofy trainers, guys. He's trying to pull this bad boy right here, by the way. Here it is. That's the goal. You want to pull one of these in English. It would be so sweet if you pulled one of those in English. Mr. I live in 5 minutes from Facebook headquarters. Gentrification moved all my friends away. Gentrification. Here we are. How do you feel about gentrification? You think it's a good thing? You think it's a bad thing? We are. All right. It's a pretty good thing if you own pretty much any property in that area. So if you were a property owner, you did very, very well. If you were a renter, you had to move away. That's for Mr. Justin. So, Justin, I believe you have a bag right over here. WTF is gentrification. Gentrification occurs when a neighborhood is really poor and the houses are really cheap, and then rich people move in, buy up everything, and then they sort of make it nice. But the problem is the people who used to live there can't afford it anymore. They can't afford homes, they can't afford rent, and maybe even services are now too expensive. So they just kind of get pushed out to another area. Oh, I can't rent here. I guess I have to rent down the street in the other city over there where it's cheaper. That's gentrification. Don't forget the Crimson Haze. Yes, we're getting to the last part, the Crimson Haze. So I got to stand up and find out where I'm hiding it. I'll be right back. Those bastards. Yeah, those bastards. Ah, stick it to them. Those jerks coming in, making my property values rise. I hate it. Here we are, one box of Crimson Haze, everybody. So this set's really cool. You're after the Altart Greninja in here. There we go. One of the first cards from Scarlet Violet to really start doing big numbers. Here we are. All right. I don't know how y'all live in crazy places like that. Nothing ever happens here. You know what's weird, Six? We don't choose it. Our parents chose it. Like, why are you where you're at? You didn't pick it. Your parents chose it. That's all it is. That's all it is. People migrate. All right. Like, why am I in a state with taxes? I could have been born in Texas or something. Darn. My parents, I was born in San Diego, actually. San Diego, California, when the houses cost nothing. My parents could have just stayed there, worked any job, and bought any house, and today they would have been millionaires. Oops. They moved back to Missouri. Womp, womp. Beep. So, they are not financial strategists. Financial strategy makes a big difference in your life. You just buy a house in the right place, and you do well. That place today might be looking like something like Texas. I don't know yet. We'll know in 20 years. We'll know in hindsight. It's fun. It's like gambling. It's like placing a bet. Where would you guys place a bet for which state will have the most expensive houses in 20 years? Right? Because in 20 years, you're going to retire, right, everybody? 20, 30, 40 years, whatever it is, whatever your age is, you're going to retire one day, right? So place a bet with me. Which state will see the highest price appreciation on their homes? Can anyone place a good bet on that? That's what Karis and I are doing. We're trying to make a prediction. You can't really predict it, but you can try. I think Washington will be up there. Okay, I like it. That's a no-tax state. That's on the list. Yeah, definitely. Washington's cool, man. Oh, no! You got the bald old man. Ah, man. He's here. He's going to, like, remember old things. Oh, God. All right, Grandpa. Jesus, bro. Cold. All he talks about is taxes and the government. Oh, kill me, bro. Here's this. Have a great night. Have a nice night, Blue Bunny Relics. Thank you for the great stream. Good luck, everyone, on the breaks. I live in a small town in Oregon where a guy walked into our local grocery store with this mother's severed head. What? He might be one of those guys who needs mental help. I think the states are closer away from climate change will grow in price, so not California. If that were true, I don't think all these rich guys would be buying Florida properties, which is exactly what's happening right now. So even rich Democrats buy ocean homes. Rich Democrats who strongly believe in climate change and they talk about it, they are buying up beachfront property. They're not buying property in Missouri. Missouri, we're all the way out here. We're not near the ocean. We're not going to sink in the water. So why aren't all the pro-climate activists buying land here? They're not. They're out there buying, guess what? Oceanfront property. Interesting. Interesting. I think that even does suggest that they're not even so sure what will happen in the next 40 years. They're just going, well, I kind of want to live by the ocean. You know, if your home falls into the ocean, $10 million home, because ocean homes are pricey, by the way. $10 million home falls in the ocean. I don't know if you get your money back on that. I don't know what insurance says about that. They go, oh, sorry, that's not in the insurance plan. By the way, how's the weather where you've been at? The weather out here is terrible. So muggy, dude. 1,000,000% humidity. You walk outside and it's like if somebody gently misted your whole body and you start sweating instantly. Really, really, really not so great. Great if you want to go swimming, though. The lake is probably extremely swimmable right now. Karis and I have not been swimming in the lake too much. That is an activity that maybe I'm a little bit over. I'm ready to go try something new. I'm ready to try mountains and ocean. Mister, how's your tooth? Fine. Yeah, I had all that dental work done, so everything's Gucci right now. Although I might have the one root canal looked at again at some point. The last doctor said that it looked like the guy who did the root canal on that root canal looked like a little piece of his tool had chipped off inside the tooth. That's what he told me. He told me you might want to have a specialist look at it, so I might do that, especially if it bothers me. We are. Oh, Infernape. Wow, these ARs are so cool. The ARs is what makes Scarlet Violet time period cool. Obama, so many others live near the coast. If the waters were rising, why would they build near the ocean? By the way, Florida's making way harder to get hurricane insurance. Yeah, that's true. Come a trip over here to Switzerland and ski in the Alps. I'm doing it. Here we are. Here's, Mag Mortar. Oh. Toss this over here. Very nice. Hey, mister, how goes tonight? So far, so good. We got a box open for our friend Justin French. He paid with Ethereum. How cool is that? Kind of like LaFlame. There you go. Ooh. So that was one very large order, Mr. Justin. Justin, you got any money left over from that? Let's see. It was, 3 lives? Let me do a little math. You did 8 of those, so that's 40. No. It's 20 times 3 plus 40 plus 175 plus... This box should have been like 90, right? So that's exactly 365? Actually, it looks like you might be short. Is that right? Hold on, you might be short. So Destined Rivals is 17.5. And where's Crimson Haze? Crimson Haze is 90. I think you're short, actually. Let me add it up again. So 3 live customs, that's 60. 8 Poke Shuffles, that's 40. 10 Prismatic is 175. Box Crimson Haze is 90. You're at 365. So you have a card now that says -9. So you are short $9. There it is. I think it's 9. Yep. You got a -9 card. All right. Let's go put this in your bag. Also, did you get one of these? You got one of these, didn't you? I think I gave him one. Let me give him one. There we are. All right. I'm Bart. Simp Shao? I don't know what he's saying there. There we go. My roommate had his wisdom tooth pulled 4 years ago. He said he was having pain in his gums. He sent to the dentist. They said that the last dentist didn't pull out all of the tooth. Yeah, dentists, they're doctors and all that, but at the end of the day, they're just drilling holes in your teeth and ripping things out of your mouth. It's a little bit barbaric, isn't it? And they work so many teeth, so many mouths, so much all the time. I really question dentists. They're so expensive. People should get a job as a dentist, but I think it's one of those jobs people don't want to do, you know? And as a result, it pays really, really well. Really, really well. I say that about CEOs, too. No one can figure out, why are CEOs making so much money? Yeah, because nobody wants to be a CEO. That's why. Nobody wants to do it. So they have no competition, and they make tons and tons and tons of money as a result. All right, so we need Lost Abyss now. Lost Abyss? I'll be right back, guys. Let me get a box of Lost Abyss. All right. All right. There we go. Wasn't there a statistic that dentists do the most unaliving? I heard that too. I don't know if that's just a rumor. Here's a nice, cheap Mega Absol. Oh. Cheap, affordable. Pop 14. Soup. I say that about meteorologists. Can't figure out how they still have their jobs. And they're wrong 90% of the time. That's an interesting one. Yeah, meteorologist. You go, they're not entirely wrong. They're just not always right. Sometimes they're wrong. I'm going to melt down my pant bars and get gold teeth. What? Okay. Nice. Just leaving this. Sneaking. Okay. Sneaking this. That's a good sneap. And that's a good sneap. The grand jury finally indicted Carmelo Anthony for first-degree murder. I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that guy who stabbed the other guy. That black guy who stabbed the white guy. There we go. I think that popped up in my feed as well. It is. What do we got? It's Hello Kitty. Oh, here's Hello Kitty. Okay. Cold. So these sets don't have ARs. It's all about pulling a good hit card out of these boxes. So they're dangerous. Trying to predict the weather is like trying to predict the mood of a teenage girl. It is. Yeah, well, what about a teenage boy? Sexist. I still think Diddy will go free. Diddy? Ooh. I don't think he'll go entirely free. I saw pictures of the baby oil that they took from his place. Holy mother of baby oil. There you go. I feel like the baby oil alone should be a crime. Anyone who keeps that much baby oil cannot be up to good. They are bad news. Let's see. Man had more baby oil than Mr. Asgard's. Yeah, he used to have baby oil like he was collecting Pokemon. Nah, that must be crazy, man. What do you think what do you think he's seen with his eyeballs? I'd love to jump into his brain for a day. Just see all the things he's seen. Know all the things he knows. Oh, that's about as bad as it gets, Tyler. Tyler, you know what's crazy? I actually brought in 2 boxes in the off chance that was a super unsatisfying pull. That's about as bad as it gets. This is like a $2 card, man. First of all, it's a rainbow rare of a character. People never like those. They like the character cards to have no rainbow. And then second, it's just some dude looking at his calculator. Nerd. All right. Tough round. That's right. That's why the Giratina is so valuable, because you got to go through a couple of these guys first. Sad. Has 6 pulled a golden chocobo. Nobody has pulled a golden chocobo. If you did pull it, we'd be screaming, because it's like a $60,000 card or some crazy number. But it's not the only thing to pull. There's a lot of different chocobos to pull, all of which are worth thousands of dollars, maybe like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. So Final Fantasy is on fire. People really want that set. I really am selling them at $130 a pack. We sold one earlier today, and then we sold 2 to 6 just now. So that's 3 packs out of a 12-pack box already. And then we got 2 into the break, so that's 2 more disappeared. Never understood why people don't like the rainbow hearts. Free Diddy, where's the evidence he SA anyone? I don't know. There's a lot of accusers. We are. There's definitely evidence that he physically assaulted a girl, so that was recorded. So that definitely exists. Mr. Tyler, sorry about the bad round there. Oh, wait. Oh, we're out of the Simpsons. Okay. Look at that. At a card shop near me, they accidentally got Japanese packs. The only rainbow I like is the fat gay Pikachu. There we go. Back in the day, that was the chase card, was those fancy looking rainbows. And your mind got kind of used to that idea, like rainbow equals money. So your mind got used to that, and it was a cool thing. But over time, it's all changed, hasn't it? All right, let's take a picture of this real fast. One moment, please. We're going to open up our Discord server. We're going to head over to TheCardconomist. All slabs June. Time to take another picture. We're going to take these off the table. We are rotating through all the commission slabs at this point. We've sold a couple commission slabs in the meantime. You can send your cards in to me, and I'll just keep rotating your slabs up on the table over the months, over the years. Everything eventually does sell, usually. I guess not everything. Some stuff can really get stuck. But, you know, when something is badly stuck, often the person who owns it will lower the price, including myself. Okay, look at that. Vibrava 10. We got Paldean Whooper. Nice stuff. What do we have here? We've got, this Rhydon's been marked down to 55 at this point. Good. Here's our PSA 10 Sylveon. Ah, that's a good one. Our Team Rocket pack break. That's good. $800 Absol vintage card. And the Nefarious Team Rocket. Ooh. Every move you make, every breath you take. He's a stalker. Oscar Sosa, 1 spot in the Victini for our friend, Mr. Oscar. That's toxic masculinity. I really must go. Baby, it's cold outside. That's right. There we are. There you go. That's not consent. Oh, no. Okay, that's up to 13. Victini up to 13. Mr. Diddy settled his own case on tape with the settlement. That was his wife. He never forced anyone to party with him. Innocent in my book. Okay. I guess whatever you say, man. I mean, I would want to know all the facts. That's all. I would want to know all the facts because there's a lot of accusers coming forward as a group. And if you're a guy who hosts, I don't know, swinger parties, and you have a lot of power, you have a lot of influence, you have a lot of money, it's not unheard of that you might have done some unethical or even illegal things. You know, because that's just, sexuality just has that nature to it, doesn't it? It's sort of like being high, or, you know, you're just kind of stupid with your penis or something. And, yeah, I will not be surprised if he's been accused of very severe crimes and that there's enough eyewitnesses or evidence for him to be found guilty. Jimmy, show me here on this doll where he touched you. It's kind of hard with you not around. Wish you in heaven, smiling down. Mr. How come nobody is defending him? Come on now, everyone turn on him. A man with that amount of baby oil, I could never believe to be unguilty. That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody needs that much baby oil. It just doesn't make sense. Here's Mr. Tone for the Victini promo break and a box of Japanese OP12. Box of OP12. That's 72, right? And then this is a spot in the Victini. Okay. Mr. Tone. Very nice. Yep. Maybe that's the sign not to get involved in doing stuff that's too debaucherous. I don't know. There it goes. I don't know. If you're going to have debauchery, you better, as hell, get some consent forms signed. And I think it's just kind of like trying to hold a tiger by the tail. I mean, I think something's going to go wrong. it's a high-risk activity, you know. Do it in another country or something. I don't know. Don't do it over here. You'll get... Well, you get sued over there, too. I don't know how it works. You get in trouble. Grab this. I'm sure it was all very moral. Yeah, I'm sure the Bible has some things to say about this. Like, the Lord says, thou shalt not have a metric ton of baby oil in thy drawers, or something like that. There you go. Very nice. Thou shalt not sleep with 12 people at the same time with 1,000-mile dressing and, I don't know, naughty nurses. There. All right. Thou shalt not. Just the hits, please, says Mr. Tone. Okay, sounds good. Just the hits. No one ever got in trouble for opening up One Piece or Pokemon, though. See, that's what's nice about our hobby. No baby oil required. Obviously, something was wrong with that guy when his show was on. Well, you got all these people speculating that Justin Bieber got caught up in all that stuff, too. It's really funny. It is not funny. It's sad, obviously, but it's dramatic. I'll say it that way. It's dramatic, so you pay attention to it. I sent you $9 and 8 more Poke Shuffles. Sounds good. Sounds perfectly good. The show Dave Chappelle made fun of. He doesn't touch kids or hold anyone against their will. Here we are. All right. There are. Toss this over here. I think I heard one woman describe thinking she was drugged by the drink she had been handed, and also that they were pretty forcibly coerced into participating, like you're not really getting a lot of options. We are. I can kind of get that. You know, like, let's say, oh, well, I didn't hold a gun to their head. They weren't forced. They could have left any time. It's never that simple, is it, you know? It is. All right. Here's... Ooh, nice. Pulling the girl who likes eating food. There we go. This girl at my job said my hands were too soft. She needed her man's hands to be roughed. Then I wound up hitting it last night. What? What are you talking about? Look at this guy. He's super tough. Whoa. Okay. Here's this. And here's this. Bieber was groomed and used by Diddy. You ever hear what Diddy said about him and how he touched him all the time, saying, I own him for the weekend, etc.? I've never heard that, but you were telling me that, so it must be true. We are tossing this over here. Just the hits, just the hits. So we've got Hollow. Will you accept USDC to your Ethereum address? Yes, that would be fine with me. You could do pretty much any crypto as long as it can actually arrive. As long as it arrives in my account, because at the end of the day, it all gets converted to cash and then moved over to my account for ordering cards. So that's how it all kind of works. It is. So you can use USDC. Here we are. Oh, in fact, I just received Ethereum. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Mr. Tone, you're going to walk away with the golden pizza and turkey leg, girl. That's what I had today. I had one slice of pizza. It was not satisfying. Ta-da. That's a chat. Are we cooked moment? Chat, are we cooked? All right. So, Mr. Tone, we're cooked, right? Let's lift up. You know who is cooked? Freaking Liver King, dude. I've been watching all the Liver King drama. I've been watching that guy since he first went viral because he's so ridiculous to watch. Okay, let's get this into your bag, Mr. Tone. You're in the Victini break as well now? There it goes. You ain't eating the right pizza then. No, apparently not. But I'm on the don't eat so much food diet, so I was allowed to eat one slice. Then you know what I had? I had turkey and rice. Turkey and rice. Back to turkey and rice. Tomorrow, maybe I'll have chicken and rice. It's so fun. I had 3 boiled eggs and turkey and rice and a slice of pizza. That's all the food for today. And then I just have to go to sleep hungry. What am I listening to? Retro video game collecting in the modern era. How did this autoplay? I didn't want to watch this. So, Chris Abruzzo, 2 Prismatic. Oh my dear God. If you pull Umbreon out of these 2 packs, it's going to be crazy. Here you go. Chris Abruzzo. I had my morning shake, a protein bar, and a small bowl of pasta. Yes, I am on a losing weight food diet plan. Here's this, where I eat less food and live a sadder life. There you go. All right. Here's Shaman and Lesbian. Don't think he did anything wrong, but since Rogan has that much power, he's cooked like Vitali in the Phillies. You talking about Liver King? No, Liver King's not a great guy. Liver King's a jerk, dude. That guy talked about the primal tenets. Primals! You need to eat liver. Right? He did all that crap. And then Joe Rogan comes out with one episode where he talks about Liver King for some short period of time. And he says, there's no way Liver King is naturally that buff. He says, that is definitely not natural. And it turns out Liver King might have ab transplants. And it turns out he's on a crap ton of steroids. He's on tons of steroids. But don't worry, Liver King's already rich because he was selling everyone liver supplements. Because liver's so good for you. And you could be like him, maybe. You could be strong and tough like him. So, you know, I feel that Joe Rogan was kind of the beginning of the end for Liver King, because shortly after that episode aired, people were talking about it, and then, I don't know how, but it leaked that, yeah, he was getting provided a lot of steroids. So then he had to come out and apologize. He went clean or something like that, and now he's just like crazy or something. He won't stop talking about it. He's like obsessed with Joe Rogan. It's not healthy, man. Dude's a lunatic. Feel bad for his family. Sent $9 and 8 more Poke Shuffles. Yes. Wait, what did Rogan do? Hey, mister, I'm looking for a 151 Zard. Well, you came to the wrong place. We don't got them. A 151 Zard? Well, I'm looking for one of those. You going to get me one? No, I don't know how you could get one of those right now. Maybe one time we'll host a break on it eventually. So, Chris Abruzzo, we're looking for your bag. Mr. Chris. Bag, box. Let's see. Liver has every mineral your body needs. I'm not eating liver. I've tried liver. It's gross. I've tried liver and onions in a gravy sauce. It's terrible. I'm going to eat what everyone else is eating and die young. I don't care. New bag? I'm going to get you a new bag. All right. Chris Abruzzo. He's cruising for an Abruzin. Okay. Hey, what's up, Luke? I got a box. Oh, my gosh. There it is. Chris has a box. Ah, there it is. Mr. Chris. His name is Chris, and he's got a box. I had to eat liver for an iron deficiency. Really? That's very interesting. Maybe I should try liver just to have more variety to my diet, you know, like eating a variety of different foods for different nutrients. Here's South Park. Okay. Machop. That's a nice one. We've got Giratina 9. Suicune 10. And Ty Lee Popular. Liver is easily the worst. Went straight past Goof Troop and full-on Acme Academy. What are you talking about? Liver King cooked his brain. He talks smack, issues a fight challenge, and with no response starts traveling to Austin to fight someone that has no interest in this challenge. He got out on bail and went live asking the public to let his team know about Rogan's whereabouts while he has a court order to stay away. Man. Yeah, I'm telling you, that is some good content right there. I'm watching that. The meltdown of Liver King. Javier Arroyo, what's up, Mr. 2? Hololive Universe. Yes, we have Hololive Universe. It's fresh. It's new. It's a new case. We got 2 cases of it. 2 Azure Lane Volume 2. 2 Azure Lane Volume 2. All right. box that way over here. I believe this is Azure Lane Volume 2. We need to reassess this. I wonder if the price has fallen on the Azure Lane yet. If it's cheaper, I could restock it. 4 Gem 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mister, I don't know how you do the daytime stream. Those people are softer than Charmin. I prefer the nights. Yeah, those people are softer than Charmin. Not like you guys, the cool kids who hang out at night like tough guys. Okay, 1 Prismatic Evolutions. Wow, you guys are all jumping in behind them on those prismatics. Look at that. I just looked Liver King up and he was just arrested. Here we are. Yes, he was recently arrested. That's what we were talking about. All right. They're softer than Roseanne's son, Mike. What? That's really soft. I had to buy ketchup in bulk for that time period. Ew. All right. Food variety is a good thing, though. There you go. There's another type of meal that I find is pretty calorie-wise, and that's like turkey meatballs in tomato sauce and spaghetti sauce. And you just have that, and you could potentially have that with some pasta as well, but you don't want to do heavy on the pasta, you know. We are. Mostly just the turkey in the sauce. Just another way to eat turkey, I guess. Tossing that. All right, what do we got here? Sneasel? More like gonna pull Espeon still. Look at that Espeon, huh? Oh, yeah. Nice Espeon. Gem 2. What are we pulling? We got a nice Leafeon. Just started using chickpea pasta. Oh, cool. So that's kind of like a bean side dish, essentially. We are. It's just not the same, you know. Your body knows when it's not actual noodles. Ooh, Glaceon. And Leafeon. Look at that Leafeon. I was listening to a Harvard doctor talk about how you can lower the glycemic index of carbohydrates by cooling them down and then recooking them a second time. Because apparently when they cook, the starches have like certain molecular structures that occur, and then those change as they heat, but then when they cool down, they harden into this totally different structure, I guess. It's kind of fascinating stuff. Been learning a little bit about that. Here's a holo. It's literally just pasta made out of chickpeas. It tastes pretty much the same. And I understand you won't believe, but you could try it. I did try, what were they called? There's these really nasty noodles. There's these noodles with almost no calories in them at all. And I think they're made out of some sort of plant root. And I bought them because I thought, oh, wow, I can enjoy ramen and not eat, you know, a whole cup full of flour while I'm eating ramen. And no, it was like this totally nasty thing with a horrible flavor. And I was like, nah, might as well just eat the ramen. There you go. Ramen's actually, if you get the right ramen, it's not too bad. We are. Just don't get the low quality 25 cents Walmart ramen. There you go. And then fill the ramen up with vegetables and boiled eggs and stuff like that. You know, dilute it a bit. So you get a really, really filling meal. There's Javier. All right. So, Mr. Javier, let's go find your bag. Okay. Nothing too crazy popping out this time, I'd say. The chickpea pasta is like Play-Doh to me. Chickpea pasta is made out of chickpeas. Tastes pretty much the same. It is. All right. We're always trying to find a solution to like creating the foods that we love that we're not supposed to eat. And those solutions rarely are that good. Like, have you guys found any low calorie, you know, low sugar substitutes for any of your favorite foods? What have you guys found? It is. I've found there is a trick that works. You just eat lame-ass turkey and lame-ass cup of rice, and then you're done. It's not exciting at all. It's just, it works. It really, really works. Or chicken or whatever. No, that one's mine. That one's mine. Okay. I love you guys, man. This community is lit. Kicked today in the nuts. My wife, since she's now retired, has picked up cooking and makes fresh pasta at home. Oh, that's really cool. Fresh pasta. I want some fresh pasta. What the hell? Now, Kira, she made some stuff recently. She's really, really bad at cooking. So she's been trying to learn some cooking. She made a pot pie the other day. Not this way. She made it a couple weeks ago. Ooh, that's a nice Magnemite. Here's a nice Gara. So I can put this Magnemite and this Gara into the live customs. The problem is I don't know how you guys would feel about that. Like, would you be annoyed? Yeah, these are interesting cards. They're really niche cards, right? Like, not a lot of people are buying Marowak. They buy Cubone, but Marowak, not so much. Here's a nice card that might be worth a slab away. Look at that, Azumarill. Oh, look at it's this guy. And Scissor. Where did these come from? Did I never take a picture of these? I wonder if I took a picture of those. Let me see this Azumarill real fast. Make sure he's the right price. That's Delta Species Azumarill, priced back on $325. All right. Oops. Delta. There's one for sale for 1.8. Yeah, that's a big price change. That's what we're seeing in the hobby, guys. We're seeing this crazy stuff happening. Let's see. So he did sell last for $400. And it looks like that's higher than this price even. So, I mean, especially if you add the shipping in for most American buyers, you would really have to pay $440, wouldn't you? And then taxes, of course. So really, you're talking about almost $500. And so there's one for sale for 1.8. I don't think that's... oh, it's Card Rush selling it too. Card Rush, he's been selling since I got started. So that guy wants 1.8 for that. He must feel like it's worth that much. Let me see what the cheapest Delta Species card is. PSA 10, Delta Pokemon. We'll just type in Delta Pokemon. So, and we want the cheaper ones. We don't want an Azumarill that costs 1.8. Let's type in Delta Pokemon Reverse. Got to reprice this real fast. Okay, there's a couple cheap ones. That price might be too high. I like his price. I want to believe mine's worth that much. Well, let's take 450. Was it 450? Yeah, let's take 450 and raise it by a quarter. So 562. We'll do let's do 575 on this. Might really be underpriced at 575, by the way. That other guy seems to think just leave it alone, put it up for 1.8. All right. So that is the new price. It might be too low. Because who knows the next time one pops up for sale when they're so rare. Card Rush is a store brand. Yeah, I know that. They're like an organization. I know that. I've been watching Card Rush for a long time. Pop 41 on this. Usually pretty competitive with their pricing. They tend to sell really rare cards. A little smudge here on the sleeve, huh? Could use a fresh sleeve. That was a Rick and Morty for $500. So it's a sketch card. The grade doesn't really matter. But this is a one-of-one, hand-drawn Rick and Morty card. Give me a minute here. PSA Rick sketch. That didn't really work. Let's try Rick Morty. Okay. Let's try that again. So here we go. There is a Cryptozoic one over here, and that one's a bit cheaper. I feel like the drawing's not quite as good. You can also see this is season 1. I don't know, man. I like this one. I like this drawing better. I do. I think I'm going to lower the price slightly. So we had it at 500. It's going to go to 450. And that's it. We're just going to make a subtle move on the price and just leave it alone for now. What I know is that this is not cheap to open. So, you know, you don't pull a Rick card out of every box of the Rick and Morty Season 1. You just don't. You pull all the different characters. Some of the characters are really lame. He's probably the chase character, right? And then this one just looks really nice. So yeah, we're gonna leave that 450. It might actually be worth 450. This is about 2 boxes. Isn't that about 2 boxes? So that's not unfair, don't you think? Then the scissor, huh? Scissor poker. There are no scissor pokers for sale still. I don't know when he was priced. He's going to be moved up to about $240. The one on the market is $400. So there it is. Cool. I grabbed the Azumarill. This one? All right. Woo. He is gone. Yeah, he's a nice one. He's an old, rare one. Here's Tyler McCansh. Another box of Korean Lost Abyss. Okay, so before we take care of this, we have to take care of Mr. Justin French, because I believe it's his turn first. Okay. Oh, actually, before it's his turn, it's Tyler Franson's turn. Magic Foundations. All right, Foundations real fast. Let me go grab that. Magic Foundations. This is for our friend Tyler Franson. And then we get the Pokey Shuffles. Tyler Franson. Fransoff. And just like that. It's a good card, and I try to be very reasonable with the price increase. Here's Anthem of Champions. Wow, that looks cool, man. They're forming a little phalanx kind of thing going on there. Turtle thing. Look at that. Anthem of Champions. Zul Ashur Lichlord. High Fae Trickster. Kiora, the Rising Tide. That's neat. Celestial Armor. You're right. All right. I didn't see any numbered cards. I don't know if numbered cards come out of this one. Here's Juggernaut. Pretty cool. What is that? Is that like a dragon? Vampire Nighthawk. Elvish Regrower. Claws Out. Spirit Fire Lagak. Macabre Waltz. Dazzling Angel. Gorehound Raider. And Sanguine Siphoner. Mister, when people ask how I'm doing, I always say I'm reasonable. Oh, really? There we go. By the way, this scissor is only population 4. He's extremely nice. There's more than that. There's a gold deck, which I think that was pop 1. And then there's probably, if he's in the original silver gold deck, there's probably a couple more over there. His true population across all the decks might be close to 50. That's still really rare. Really, really low pop. Here we are. There we have it. Tyler Franson, thanks for stopping in, man. I sobbed away the sketch card. Very nice. Yeah, I always thought he was pretty good. And again, we've opened a couple boxes of Rick and Morty. You do not always pull Rick. You pull like, you pull characters that you don't care about even, like side characters. So the Rick character is much harder to pull. And this one's a good drawing. And he only costs about the equivalent of 2 boxes. So I thought that 500 might be low. Mr. Tyler, that was my reasoning. You don't get a lot of Rick options either. Okay. Very nice. The only other chase I'm after is a piece of Justin Roiland's script. Ah, poor Justin. Putting himself out of a job with his small brain. Let's grab Justin French's 8 Pokey Shuffles. Here it is. That whole thing really bums me out. I liked him as a Lemon Grab in Adventure Time too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a second. He said he ordered 8 of them, right? Let me make sure I did this right. These are $5 each. Yeah, okay. My brain's stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Sorry about that. My brain wasn't mathing. Oh. Haha. Cold. Oh my gosh. Savage, man. Pokey Shuffles were savage to you. That was really rough. So before we go on with those Pokey Shuffles, we better add another thing to them real fast. Let's see. Golem it is. Golem. He's 69. We'll do 65. What is that? 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's how that works. Golem coin. Good. He put the script of season 2 in the hobby boxes. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. Because the other coin came out the other night. What do we have here? That's a nice Cleffa. Hey, look, here's a drawing. Here's a sketch. That's one of Karissa's sketches. There they are. She's trying to draw Charizard. That's really difficult for her to draw. Here's Cleffa. Maybe it's better over time. That's an early bad sketch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Good. So that is Cleffa Art Rare. 113, Cleffa. 10. Okay. That's it. Put this up here. Now, what do we have next? Our order from Tyler McCansh. Here you go, Tyler. Good luck. Did my shuffle just get pulled? I walked away. Yes, it did. Mr. Justin, I'm so sorry. Your shuffle just went off. You'll be disappointed to know they were completely cold. Sorry, man. It was a cold round of shuffles. Those shuffles can be pretty brutal sometimes. All right, you ready? Here goes. Get a snipping on this. And then we'll snip these. Okay. And we'll get a snipping on this. And we'll get a snipping on this. And lastly, a snip of this. Good. All right. Giratina time. Hey, mister, just send some USDC. I want to do a Final Fantasy box and 8 Pokey Shuffles. When you say Final Fantasy box, could you explain what you mean? It's not a whole box of the Magic set, right? Because we don't have a whole box of it. Did you mean like box of Tears of the Planet? We have that. Ooh. The Magic one. Ooh, we don't have a box of it. What I could do is I could give you the remaining booster packs in it. Would you like to do that tonight? Actually, nobody's in the Final Fantasy break, so we can pull the 2 packs back out of there too. And then we'll just say sold out. Here it is. We got more on the way. Here we are. Here's a Holo. Here's a Drapion. Okay. I actually like that you sent me the USDC. I think when it comes to USDC, there's no fees for having that. I think I get fees for Ethereum and just about anything else. That might be the one that has... I did place an order for a pack, says Gooboops. So you should have 1 pack, and then that means there would be a couple left after that. I sent it on Venmo. Have no fear, have no fear. We're going to be getting to all the orders in the order that they're ordered. Yeah, I apologize, man. We didn't have a whole box of the Magic set in yet. We have an open box, and it has a lot of packs in it, but not a whole box. If you want, I can finish opening it, because what I would tell you is that we haven't pulled anything crazy out of that box so far. So it might be a good box right now. There you go. But you gotta, he says, let's do it. Okay, so you're agreeing to open up the remainder packs. Gooboops gets 1, and you get the rest after that, okay? And then we'll find out how much money you have left. And we can wait for a restock to arrive and open those too. Here we are. Because we do have several reorders coming in on that set. We were supposed to have a really big delivery of it, and that package is now being considered lost. How crazy is that? It was like a $3,000 order from back when the packs boxes cost just $700, and it can't be found. It's stuck in shipment. That has never happened to me before, and so it's really, really frustrating. Here's Tyler. All right, oh, Tyler, you got a cold box. Oh, Tyler, it sucks. Oh, man. Sometimes with the Korean products, sometimes you can pull a box with no hit in it. Did you know that? Just like sometimes you can pull a box with 2 hits in it. So you have pulled a truly cold one. Tyler not having luck tonight. I'm sorry, Tyler. That sucks, man. Technically, a Giratina was pulled, just not the right one. That's true. Just not the right one. Okay, let me go ahead and rotate this. I believe Adam asked me to raise the price on this Merrill from 49 to 55. I'm going to go ahead and do that for him. Didn't even sell when it was 49, though. That's what I have to say about that one. So it doesn't really make sense to raise it in this case. Okay, so let's go really carefully in order, okay? I want to make sure everyone gets their stuff in the exact order that they purchased it. We're going exactly in order, everybody. Okay, so the next order is Emmanuel Valencia, 5 packs of Japanese, 151. Ooh, 151, that's fun to open. Do I have an open box of it? I do have an open box of it. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. Mister, am I allowed to back out of the pack for Lance? Yeah, you can do that. Would you like to do that? I think Lance would actually probably appreciate that if you did that. Okay, here is a Sylveon going up into this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is a Sylveon 9. That card in particular would probably be considered a stinky card. Occasionally there's a stinky card that we put up in this box. That is the nature of it. I like to go with like kind of like a 75-25% stinky to good ones. There we go. But there are occasional ones like this. That's because when you grade cards, occasionally there are stinky cards. Some of them actually grade 9, believe it or not. All right. I'll do it so that he gets the most of the box. All right. Sounds good, man. We'll write you down for a store credit. And Lance, you are going to have a better shot at whatever's in that box. Here we are. That's for Mr. Emmanuel Valencia. How are you tonight? Oops. Sorry about that. Let's see. Tangela popping out. Look at that Tangela. That's a really good illustration of Tangela. Really captures something whimsical about it. There's Gyarados, Reverse Hollow. We got Abra. And we got Venonat. Lovely. And we have Nidoran. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Man, I was really hoping that the rocket set that they were making was going to be a lot more like the rocket set we got back in the day, like Dark Pokemon and all that. That'd have been so cool. I hope they do that soon. Instead, they went for Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge style. Here's a manual. That's cool, too. I like Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes. Those are some of my favorite sets from the past. I just would have liked to also have Dark Pokemon, you know? Okay, I think you've got a big bag. Yes, here it is. Very nice. You know what we don't have for sale right now? We have no jumbo pack for sale. We got to put one of those together if we have time for it. Okay, now let's grab a couple of these real fast. This Entei, he's being placed into the Poke Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he is going in. He's a really nice card. He's actually from Incandescent Arcana. He graded a nice 10. He's already 4 years old. That's a 4-year-old card you're looking at. Pretty strange, huh? All right. Mister, you hiding my 9s? I'm not hiding your 9s. What are you talking about? I think we're going to make Wigglytuff a new chase card in the live customs. Not the live customs, the Poke Shuffle. I think his price went up too, and we're just going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So he's going in for only $100. That's the blue marker. We want the black marker. 40. Wiggly. 10. Oops. That's a vending series Wigglytuff. Super rare, super nostalgic, glossy. They come off of really weird sheets. There we go. We got a chase card back in the box. We needed that. There always is a chase card in the box. It's the 5 Live Customs. That's the chase card that's always in the box. So, Brandon Boutillier's spot in the Victini. Yeah, we need to build up those Poke Shuffles a little bit on the fly because it was actually getting really thin. There wasn't much left. Boutilier. Kind of spelled your name wrong there. Should have had a U in there. Oops. Victini up to 15. He's half done. He's half done in one day. Wild, man. Tournament Dratini. Big, not Dratini, Victini. It's a big deal. Okay, so that's all done. Now we have Andrew A. Martin. He says, 1 Korean star birth to give to chat. How you see fit. Boxer packs. 10 to slab away. Well, we're getting plenty of orders. Okay, so first of all, if you're doing a giveaway, I'm going to mark you down on the giveaway thing over here. Donations. Andrew Martin. 155. Wait a second. Is this a $50 box? Oh, it's a $45 box. So let's just say 150. Haha. Okay. Wow. That puts NHCC ahead of you by $8. Pretty close, huh? Crazy, man. Generosity in this channel. Let's go with the 20 spot giveaway. It's a nice thing, so make sure Troy gets in. He had to clock in. Troy, he's pretty consistent in here. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Andy, free. Okay. Andy will be the keyword, everybody. Troy. We'll put Troy in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there it is. Good. And that is a giveaway. Let me set up the giveaway, guys. So if you guys have not fallen asleep yet, we have a little giveaway going for just our little crew right now. We only have 84 people. Oh, my legs. My legs. All right. We're going to type Andy in. Yo, are you selling an EX Dragon 100 Charizard? Yeah. We are. That's a really specific... You know, I had a chance to buy that card, and I never did. You know why? I didn't like the design. I actually didn't like the way it looked. Never liked the way that card looked. 10 to slab away. Andrew A. Martin. You got it, Andrew? That's Red's challenge going up to 220. Bear in the Woods somehow getting on the list. You're always on the list. Bear. All right, Bear. Troy and Bear are on the list. Okay, good. Now we have an order from Steven Gonzalez. Final Fantasy pack. That's going to be this. Okay. 135. Okay, you've got $135 store credit. Good. Luke Laurie, 5 Halo Upper Deck. Oh, yeah. Let's get this going. So we're going to go get a fresh box. Lance, you Polish Tola, I'm going to cry. That's true. I'm back. I am back. Whew. I thought my stream froze. I had to get another box of this Halo. There we go. That's for Luke Glory. You want 5 of these. Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Ready? Okay, you're going to pull UNSC Hornet. I remember that. Those came out in Halo 3, didn't they? They're like a response to the Banshee, basically. So that UNSC had a flying unit, too. I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that. The Hornet. I love that you could get into those vehicles, though, and be really deadly with them. Or somebody could somehow take you down with, like, I don't know, they know where the rocket launcher or the laser charged weapon was. A charged laser, I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, that was really fun. Decimus. Ah, here you are. It's a golden card. Okay, so we got Discover Arc. Very cool. Huh. All right, let's leave it up. Very nice. Oops. Didn't mean to hit that. All right. Pack number 3. Are you ready? Here's the weapon. Now the hologram girls come fully clothed. Oh, Spartan Laser. That's what it was called. I was calling it the charge laser. It's so funny that we would pull it right afterwards. Yeah, those lasers, man, they'd get you. It's almost like they were waiting for you to have a vehicle so that they could take it down. And you couldn't see them. They'd be too small, or they'd be hide behind like a tree or, you know, a wall or something. Look at that. Oh, man, that's good. The Banshee had tricks, sort of. The Banshee could, like, dodge, but the Hornet could not dodge. Look at that. Super cool. Is that numbered? Not numbered, though. Ah, that's a bummer. So that's a golden one, though. Okay. All right. Next, we have... You guys still there? It's funny you should say I thought my stream froze, because nobody's talking now. Okay, what do we got? Here's Jeremy. All right, we got a Jeremy. Lovely. Present. Okay. The last thing that someone said in chat was I thought my stream froze, and then the chat went weirdly quiet right afterwards. I was like, wait a second, the stream's not frozen, is it? All right. Who makes them? Definitely not here. They have numbered cards in this. Yes, they do. Numbered cards. They got a crazy range of big cards, to like trophy cards to go after. So, but they're hard to pull. Here's one. We've got transparent Dr. Stinky Bottoms. Very nice. All right. Good. How nice. Ugh. So this is what you pulled. Transparent, hollow. The gold one's a really nice one. I really like that, the Spartan Laser. Yeah, that's one I would think about grading. This is also a gold card. But you know what? No major cards so far out of this box. There we are. Let's grab your bag. Ah, here we are. Good. Thanks, mister. No problem, man. Who makes these? These are printed by Upper Deck. They were released this year. They're very new. Trying to grab a couple more slabs here if I can. $110, $75, $40, $20. Here's a $20 card as well. There you go. Ivan Rodriguez, here's some 9s. Here's a $22 Noctowl and a $20 Snorlax. Here's a nice Togepi Prism as well, but he's a 6. All right, an order from Hunter Tipton. 2 Pixar boxes. 2 Pixar boxes? You got it, man. Let me go get those. All right. Sold all 3. All right, very nice, very nice. What's up this here? So, here they are. Now, I have to do something with these. I think I have to take these down off of eBay now. So, if you excuse me. Because I don't want eBay to sell too many of them. Then I'll have to tell the... buyer I don't have them. Yep, there it is. So let me edit this. This goes from 12 boxes to 10 boxes. Okay, we'll hit done on that. And we'll hit revise it. I'm revising it. There we go. Now I'll start snipping. Snip. Snip. Good. This is 2 whole boxes of Pixar for Mr. Hunter. The chase pull in this set is like a super rare lamp, Pixar lamp. And it's very nice looking. And it's still really cool to pull. And we never pulled one. What's your eBay? My eBay is the same as my YouTube channel. It just says TheCardconomist. Same with Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram. Same with TikTok. If you want to follow me on TikTok. Same with... so you can follow me here and watch my YouTube shorts. Yep, we got all this stuff. Okay. Good. Okay. Well, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. I suggest you use this link. Searching for it is not ideal. There. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Come on, Zerg. Oh, there's a Zerg in here? I did not know that. That makes a lot of sense. Pixar made Toy Story. Come here, son. That was a classic Toy Story moment. I'm worried if they made another Toy Story, it would be no good. Here it is. Wouldn't have the feeling of the old Toy Stories. Actually, I never watched the Toy Story with the little spork in it. Did you guys watch that Toy Story? How was it? I think a part of me didn't want to watch it because it just felt like it would be not very good. Here it is. Here it is. Slip of this. Good. Isn't 5 confirmed? Well, I imagine they would want to keep it going. I mean, it's a moneymaker. It was emotional. Like this, like, in the arms of an angel. Like that. Ma, 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 ma. All right, we got 1 Pixar for Brave. Wow, that was made a long time ago. Brave's pretty old now, isn't it? Buzz Lightyear. There it is. Okay. People who have both red hair and blue eyes are like so genetically rare. You ever think about that? They're both recessive genes. It is. All right. How would you guys feel if that look, the red hairs and the blue eyes, went away like forever? Like, because they didn't have sex with each other. They kept procreating with people who didn't have the right genes to display those genetics, since the red hair and the blue eyes are recessive. How would you guys feel about that? Would that be like a big loss for humanity? Like one day, there's the last red-haired, blue-eyed person on planet Earth. I feel like people would be sad with that. You know, like when an animal in the zoo goes extinct, people typically are sad. They're not happy with it. Here it is. I need some advice. What? I love giving unsolicited advice. All right, let's hear it. I'm ready to give advice. Weiss Cardconomist. Wise beyond his years. I give excellent Pokemon card advice. Should you buy it? Yes. This. My kids didn't even like it. I like this Toy Story. Bring this crazy kind of Toy Story back. They probably don't do that anymore. It is. That's why huge and tiny people are gone for the most part. Yours. But this isn't about huge and tiny, though. This is about having red hair and having blue eyes. Genetic traits that are so rare that less than 2% of people have it. Think about that for a second. Less than 2%. That's a really small number already. You are. And because people who have red hair and blue eyes don't always have sex with each other strictly, and because they don't have a lot of children, they could definitely go extinct. What do you think about that? Here it is. Oh, like the negative blood types. Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing. Here it is. I have another boy with a crush on me, and I kind of like him. I don't know what to do. I already have a boyfriend. I say you drop both the boyfriends and go for a girlfriend. Oh. Boys are lame. You don't want to mess with boys. Boys want one thing, and they want one thing only. Pokemon cards. Might as well go with a girl, you know? Girls are way smarter. Ooh, look at this guy. Rawr. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're too young to be having boyfriends. Like, I know that sounds stupid probably, but I think about guys when they're 16, 17, 18, and they really are not very smart, emotionally developed, successful, clever, anything. Most of them can barely talk to girls, and then the ones that can talk to girls usually don't have good intentions, you know? So it's just a danger zone. Here we are. I'd try to meet a guy in college. I think college is a much better time period to try and, but you know, you can date when you're in high school. Just, I would keep it very lighthearted. I wouldn't get too sexually involved or anything like that. I think a lot of people in high school, they get very sexually involved with each other. I would skip all that. I'd go to college and try to meet somebody who's very serious about having a relationship in college. Somebody with a bright future, you know? Like, so go find some guy who's going to college and he's doing well. Get a guy who's going to be a lawyer or doctor or whatever, right? That's what I would do. I wouldn't mess around with the guys before college, because a lot of those guys won't make it to college because they're not smart enough. It is. I don't, because we live far apart. What? Ew, I'm a girl. You're a girl? I thought you were a boy this whole time. I thought you were a boy and you had a boyfriend, but you were thinking about swapping over to girls and trying girls for once. We are? I didn't know that. There we go. I'd rather have red hair and green eyes. Go for someone with PSA 9 or 10 Shining Charizard. Yeah, ask him about his Pokemon card collection. If he has a bad Pokemon card collection, you know, poor taste in Pokemon cards, you know he's not the one. We are. No, but seriously, I would just focus on my education. I wouldn't focus on relationships too much. I wouldn't do it too much. I would make some girlfriends in the friend sense, just friends. Go make some friends who are girls. Make sure to go to their birthday parties. Try to arrange like a vacation or something together. Try to have some fun friend memories. Go to Six Flags, go to Disney World together. So I would make some friends who are girls. And you can have friends who are boys too, sort of, but I wouldn't get too like deep into any kind of serious relationship with anyone until you reach college. Because I feel like at college, people really start getting sorted out by their aptitude. And you want to make sure that you're reaching for a person of, you know, a quality where they'll be able to have a reasonable healthy relationship with you where you're both providing something good to the relationship and building a future together. Everyone goes to high school. It's a public option for education. Everyone goes. But college starts to sort people out a little bit. It is. All right. That's actually how I see college these days. It's not always about the education, actually. It's a little bit about just who's capable of getting into it. So that is a huge sorting system, not just for employers, but also for potential dating partners. There we go. All right. If you have a girlfriend and boyfriend, why not make it 3? Don't ever get married. Just date. Which set will go down as the better set? 151 or Crown Zenith? Oh, 151. Easy. We go, ooh. Crown Zenith doesn't have Charizard in it. They removed it. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. So you got 1 Pixar stamp of Brave, and you get 1 Pixar stamp of this guy. Whoa, why is the camera not focusing very well? There it goes. Oh. They're definitely blue elf guys. So is he the top and he the bottom? I've never watched this. I did not know. Oh, Pixar. I don't know what Pixar makes anymore. Let's put this here. Girlfriend is my best girly friend. Yes, make friends who are girls and avoid boys. That's what I would do. There we go. So Mr. Hunter. Boys are gonna break your heart at this age. That's about all they're gonna do. Unless you've got like some sort of 1 in a million boyfriend who's like somehow emotionally and intellectually mature, and he's so clever he knows that you're the one and that you're a good pair, and he's got a bright future ahead of him and he's going to take care of you, and you have children together and live happily ever after the end, right? Not going to happen. No way. No way. No way. I don't even think guys in college are capable of that. There's a lot of guys who are not. You can just smell it on them. You can smell it on them that they don't want that. Oh, I don't want that. I want to get married. I don't have kids. You can smell it on them. And so, you know, it's definitely a low trust environment right now that we live in when it comes to dating. New bag. Why did I go looking for your bag when you said write the message new bag? Isaac is like that. Okay. Well, I mean, if Isaac is like that, then I would just stick with Isaac. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Tell the other guy to eat rocks or something. But that's only if Isaac's really like that. I mean, I'll be the judge of that. It is. I don't know. Isaac kind of sounds like a guy who eats his boogers. Not gonna lie. I've never met him. He just, that's just the way he comes off. He's a guy who eats his boogers. There we go. All right. If I order 2 more boxes, we have time to open on stream. What time is it? 4:36. We'll have time. Send that order in. Here's Joshua Whipple. Slap away the Get Swifty. Where's Get Swifty? All right. Here we are. I'm not breaking up Venusaur. You're so mean. Wow, Mr. is always live. We go live 7 days a week. Well, except for when we don't. All right, John, usually 7 days a week. There we go. 450. We still doing my Final Fantasy and Poke Shuffle? Yes, sir. There's just a big line, it turned out. There was a big line. We are catching up on it very rapidly. Almost your turn, okay? So this will say July 25, Joshua Whipple, PSA sketch, Rick, 450, and you say how much? So 420 remains. Boom. I like that, except for when we don't. Sounds good. There we go. Yeah, except for when we don't. Let's get rotate on these. That is the Eevee Break, which is stuck perpetually. Clefairy 9 for $40. Ditto 9 for $800. Kieran 10 for $25. And Totodile 8 for $38. First edition Totodile, I should add. Okay. Okay, that was Andrew Martin. And Jonathan Morris. So this is Jonathan Morris, who I have to take a picture of all slabs of. Okay, so he bought this, remember? So there it is. Haha. And now we've got, ta-da, this order of $180 via Ethereum. So does that actually show up as Ethereum, or does that show up as the other thing? Hold on, I'm curious about it. Let me log in real fast. I think it did show up as Ethereum, not as USDC. I can't tell, actually. Oh, no, here it is. June 28th, is that right? June 28th, $180 USDC. Oh, that's so nice. I like that. You know, because when I convert USDC to cash, there's no fee for that. Wow. USDC made me $28 in interest. Wow, I'm rich. I thought you said Kieran 10. Imagine Monster Hunter cards. It's Kieran. I think I did say that. Okay, so wait a second. I'm a bit confused. So I received 180. That's not a box of Magic the Gathering. Says Lance. 180. Okay, here it is. Did you mean for that to be different? Steven, you're still here? So he sent 180. We might have a miscommunication. What is it you wanted to buy with that 180? 8 Poke Shuffles as well. So you really sent 140 plus 40 for 8 Poke Shuffles. What are we buying with that 140, Mr. Lance? Tell me what it is off the menu you were grabbing. Yes, still here. He might have been buying a different product, Mr. Steven. You might still want to open your Final Fantasy if you wish. We might have misunderstood him. I'm sending for Totodile. Okay, he's really cute. Okay. Totodile. I want to be a Pokemon voice actor. That'd be cool. Magic the Gathering box, Final Fantasy. So a box of Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering would cost a lot. It would cost $1,580. So there might have been a misunderstanding, Mr. Lance. Magic the Gathering box, Final Fantasy, was a partial box. Yes, so the packs are 130 something per each, right? Let's see. Might have been a misunderstanding. Yes, $132 per pack. I had it right the first time. That's $132 per booster pack. That means with me, a whole booster box would cost, $1,584. Really expensive. Oh, okay. I say go for it for my pack if not. Yes, I think he misunderstood. I think he got the price confused on the Magic the Gathering box. Maybe he meant to buy something else, or 8 Poke Shuffles and shipping. Oh, okay. So you're looking at the price on the menu and thinking that's a whole box of Final Fantasy. That is for one pack, my friend. Let me show you. So I'm going to grab a random pack out of the other side of the box so that we don't interrupt Mr. Stevens' order. You have it a little wrong here. Let me explain. This one booster pack costs $132. There we go. That's for one pack. That's because they're crazy expensive. All right, and Steven, let me grab your booster pack here. So this will be for you, Mr. Steven. So see, Steven sent in $135 for one booster himself. I think I'm going to go ahead and open... Ay, caramba. Yeah, it's enough money that you would think that it's for a whole box. But no, that's actually one booster pack. They're exceptionally expensive. Those are collector booster. See, it says right here, collector booster. They're a premium kind of booster pack. And so if you were to go online right now and look up a price on these on TCG Player, you can buy a box on TCG Player for $1,170 plus taxes. So that would be it if you'd like to go do that. A little bit cheaper, but yep. So it's just a really expensive set. One pack snipe incoming. So you think that over for a minute, Lance. I know you've got some other parts to your order, which is 8 holo shuffles, 8 holo, and shipping, and 1 Magic the Gathering. Let me know if you're still cool with that. opening one pack's very different from opening a box. So let me know if you're still cool with that. I'll set that there. And Steven, let's get Steven's pack open. So you have to, he says, let's do it. Perfect. Okay, we'll open it. So you're learning a little bit of stuff. You're learning that, whoa, this Magic the Gathering set's kind of crazy. And it is crazy. There's cards you can pull out of this one pack. They'll pay for the whole pack, dude. Just like, not even chase cards, just simple cards that can pay for the whole booster pack. That's why it's so expensive. And there are chase cards in here. There's one that I believe has just sold for $60,000. So this is a super premium product, but you just get one booster pack. Okay, you ready? So Steven Gonzalez, let's see what we got. So, Steven, we're going in order. Your order for this pack was actually ahead of his, so you guys are actually getting them in the order they would have come out. Let's see what you got. We got Hero. Oh, it was a little golden looking. Here's Jekt, Reluctant Guardian. That was a little scary. Not Golden Kokobo, though. Jekt. Okay. A little Jekt on the back as well. Double-sided card. Here's Battle at the Big Bridge. Now, I've been told this is a decent card, but this is the non-holo version. Here's Venat, Heart of Hedalen. Here's Hrace Velger, The First Blood. Whoa. Espers to Magicite. Clive, Ifrit's Dominant. Here's Plains. Summon, Ifrit. Ambrosia, the Gold Saucer, Sorceress's Schemes, Eject, Warrior Sword, Laughing Mad, and this guy, whose name I can never say, Quirrell? All these cards are awesome. Can you imagine if a misunderstanding on price ends up being a Golden Kokobo? Could be. He has a chance. Everyone does. All right, here's this nice Clive card. I don't know how good of a pack this was. I don't know much about Jekt. Is, but I can't remember people getting crazy about Jekt, so I don't think it was a super expensive pack. Go, Steven. Yeah, Lance, let me show you something real fast. We're going to get Steven's bag down, and Steven pulled a card out of these packs just the other night, which has a sales history of $700. So this came out of one booster pack, Lance. Look at this. This card back here, not the Bigfoot. He comes from Metazoo. So this card right here is Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier, apparently a $700 card. Crazy. So, yeah, booster boxes of this set are selling for like $1,200. And then, you know, there's taxes and all that. When you guys order from me, I get to pay a little taxes on the sale, and I get a little PayPal fee. It's really disgusting how many fees are involved. There you go. All right, let's get it. You want 8 holo shuffles, 1 Magic the Gathering, and shipping. Now, Lance, if you're brand new, here's what you should know. You don't actually have to ship right now. You can ship a month from now, 2 months from now, a whole year from now, although I wouldn't wait a whole year. So shipping is something you only order when you want to ship your stuff out. Many people allow their bag to keep growing, and then they ship just one time. Saves them a bunch of money. But if you want to ship out this very night, we can get you set up for Monday shipping. It'll be Monday shipping, okay? All right, so 8 holos. You ready? Jekt is pretty cheap. Ooh, darn. So here we go. 8 holo shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is for our new friend Lance. We have another guy in here named Lance. I don't think I've seen him in a little while. All right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's doing pretty good. Look at that. That is the 5 Live Customs Chase card. That's pretty good. That's a $100 pull. You pulled it for $40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there it is. It's stacked back up. That's pretty good. You should send a pack of those to tag. That's the hit. Yeah. Hey, oh, wait. What's this? No, we can't use these. 2, 3. We can't use these. They're really obvious. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we hadn't pulled them all. Here we go. There it goes. Okay, hold on. Put that there. Okay, good. Is that right? Did I do that right? Did I mess anything up? If I mess anything up, if you guys see me mess something up, let me know. Okay, this gets thrown away. And then these go back in here. I got to sneeze real fast. Woo! Okay, let's get the live custom. So, you just pulled 5 of these. That was what you actually got out of that Poke Shuffle. This is a more expensive thing than the Poke Shuffle. So, now instead of 8 Poke Shuffles, you have 5 of these worth about $100. Here goes. Good luck. Hopefully something comes out. 1. If nothing comes out, everyone's going to try and buy these right away. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, so you did pull something. Actually, you've got slightly more now. So that says $120 to the oldest slab break. So now your $40 has gone to $100, and now it's $120. What the? All right, this goes back into the box, by the way. This always goes back in. This is a never-ending item in this box. Okay, let's see. Just like the live customs, 5 live customs is a never-ending item. So we just need about 6 of these. Remembering when sneezing was like gunshots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 120. Guess we had too many of those. Okay. Now this returns back into the box. To the back of the box it goes. So what did you just pull there? Well, you just pulled 3 break spots. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of funny. His turn's just lasting forever because it's turning into all this stuff. So this is Lance. Wow, I cannot spell right now. Lance is even hard to spell. Okay. Okay. The little asterisk just tells me how you got into the break. Good. And there it is. Rare candy. You're going in. What does that mean? You are in this break right here. And it is just moved to 13. 11, 12, 13. Crown Pikachu is now up to, oops. Crown Pikachu is now up to 13, everybody. 13 out of 29. Mr. Lance, you've got 3 spots in a 1 in 29 break for that Crown Pikachu. So, if you get lucky one more time, you will be pulled out of here, and your $40 will magically turn into a $1,000 Pikachu card. How do you like that? But you have to get lucky. You have to get pulled one more time. So it went from that to live customs to this. You got a shot, okay? Some people are in here too, like 6, NHCC, Jack, Joseph, Jesus, Andrew, Nathan, Anthony Kalura, Anthony Kalura, Anthony Kalura. Combo. Yeah. It kept rolling over into the next thing and then the next thing and the next thing. Crazy. So there's that. That's pretty good, though. $40 got you 3 spots in here, and it's normally $40 per spot. All right. Yeah, it kept rolling over into the next thing. Now, your pack of magic. This one pack could hold the $60,000 Chocobo. It probably won't, but it's got a shot. Every pack's got a shot. What do you guys think of that? That was pretty crazy to watch, wasn't it? All right. So this first card, the hero card. What do we got? Oh, he is so lucky. Look at this guy. First, he pulls the 5 live customs on the Poke Shuffle. What? And then he pulls something out of the actual live customs. He rolls that into 3 spots on the Pikachu. Then he pulls the Tifa Lockhart out of the Magic the Gathering. What is this order right now? Your order is so good. Your $180 is turning into so much more than $180 worth of value. Look at this. Wow. Crazy, dude. All right. Well, that's a big pack. Whew. And no one has to feel bad about you taking it because they weren't in line to take it. You were just, this was your pack. This was the pack you're supposed to have. Now, here's Vaughn, hollow as well. That helps. That's not bad either, actually. That's a good pack, huh, guys? Let's get these sleeved up for the moment. Take that, put that to the side. And all started with a misunderstanding. Yeah, I mean, imagine he said, I don't want it. He could have said that. He could have said, oh, I didn't realize they were so expensive. I don't want it anymore. He could have done that. Here's Vaughn, however you say his name. Probably Vaughn. Van? Okay. So there's nothing on the back, though. Still got that really cool hollow pattern. All right. So nice. I'm in line for one. No, Mr. Paul. Here's Eye of Nidhogg. Fandanella. Well, this was actually just his pack. He was the next one to open one. Here's Aerith Gainsborough. Right, you got a little Aerith. Here's Tella. Yeah, tell him. All right. You have a TCC Dragonair listed? Do I? I don't think I do. Do I have a TCC Dragonair? Here's Forest. Somebody else might have that listed. Kokomog. Prompto Argentum. Fang. Fenrir. Dark Knight Greatsword. Treno. Gran. Cloudbound Moogle. All right, there you have it. It was a random pack anyways. There we are. Very nice. Is that a borderless Surge foil? 118 for her. Oh, okay. So then she's not as insane as I thought she was. I thought that Tifa would cost a lot, man. You're saying Tifa's way cheaper than Sephiroth? 118 is really good still, though. I mean, if you grade this and it grades 10, I mean, it goes from 118 to what, like 218? Right? And then you still got Van and all the other cards in the pack. All right, very cool, man. Very cool. So the last thing you ordered was shipping. In order to get your shipping done, I have to have your shipping address. Do you know how to get that to me? You have to email me your shipping address. You can find me. You can find that address at the top of the description. It is TheCardconomist@gmail.com. That's where you would email me your information. And that's if you want to ship out tonight. You don't actually have to do that. You can ship out next week or next month, whatever you prefer. But if you really like to ship out for a first time right away, we can do that. Some people like to do that. Maybe it like makes it more real or something. Goes Lance S. We'll just write down here that you have shipping. Okay. I'm going to go to bed tonight. Good night. I'm going to listen to sad music. Ooh, you like sad music? What kind of sad music do you listen to? I'm a sad music guy. Go. All right. Okay. Goodbye forever, everyone. All right. The Tifa last sold for $150. Ha! There you go. It's more expensive than that. I'm not surprised. It's a beautiful card. So this Chikorita cannot be 35. Why did I write 35 on that? That's got to be more than 35. Hidden Legends Chikorita cannot be 35. That should be like $60 at least. Hidden Legends Chikorita. Okay, you ready? Oh, there's none for sale. So how did I come up with 35? Oh, he was for sale for 35 and he sold. Somebody ran out and bought him. Oh, I don't think he's 35 at all. I think a card like this should be minimum like $60. It's a very hard to grade card. All the cards from this time period are hard to grade. And he is a vintage common uncommon. That's what he is. Vintage common uncommons, especially for starters, tend to go for a little more than that. So we're going to set him down at 60, which is, I'm betting I pulled him off the table when I saw that he was $35. And I said, what the hell? There it is. From Hidden Legends, 2004 Hidden Legends. I got a nice Tifa release from Opus 14. 25 sold Kappa. Hey, I have a bag already from the other night. Oh, let me go find that. I see. Let's see. Mr. Lance. And will it be under Lance S? Yes, it will. Look at that. We got a Lance S bag right there, guys. Cool. So we'll combine these. You know about this then. So then if you're ready for shipping, just give me that shipping address and we'll get you all taken care of, okay? Cool, man. Okay. And might make this sheet smaller real fast. Toss that over there. Tossing that away. Sweet. Now, we are done with that. We have Paul Newman, One Magic the Gathering. Mr. Paul. Here we are. Now, don't worry, Paul. The last one at Tifa, this is the one with the golden Kokobo. This is the man with the golden gun. The man with the golden gun. Here goes. We've got Hero. Hi, Hero. You got Squall. He's like twice as good as Tifa. Look, he's got a little necklace. He's got a little cushy fur coat. Ooh, search for Frozen Esper. Cloud. That's not bad. That's a non-hollow Cloud. It probably has a decent value all by itself. That's pretty good, believe it or not. I'm pretty sure he is. Rosa, the water crystal, Swamp. I bet you that Cloud's expensive. $78. BGS 9.5 Tifa sold for $500. What? It is search for Frozen Esper. Lovely. Squall, Seed Mercenary. Seed. Okay. Swamp, Summoner, Anima, Diamond Weapon, Garland, Zidane, Travel the Overworld, Lunatic, Ice Flan. Ice Flan? Nah, that card can't be selling for $500. That's too much. I can't allow that. Ow. Here we have it. Okay. That's for our friend Paul Newman. I really need to make a video, one whole box of the new expensive Final Fantasy set, so that we have that on our channel. Okay, Paul. I'm waiting for the box that has the Kokobo in it to arrive. Now, what do we got? Mr. Paul. He didn't say new bag, right? He said I have a bag. Okay. We're looking for a Mr. Paul. Patrick. Pokey Nasty. Pirates Enjoyer. Patchin. Patrick. Here's a Paul Meave. You're not Paul Meave, though. Peter Fenelty. Patrick. Palvong. Peter. Patrick. Pokey Nasty. Where are you? Patrick again. Coeli. Who is this? Poppy Churro. Poppy Churro. Who's this? Some guy named Piss It Ouch. You're sure you got a bag? Paul Newman, the man with the bag. Here's Quint and Philip Webb. I don't see a bag. Paul Newman, talk to me, Paul. Tell me a little bit about that bag, okay? Tell me a little bit about it. Let's start moving stuff around while we're waiting. Did you know this was a gym break? Nobody jumped into it. Toss that out of my way. One of those stupid plastic figurines. Oh, we have another box of peas. Okay. We're good. Paul, I bet you're in here. Ah, Paul Newman right here. Gotcha. You don't even have a date on your bag. What the hell? Mister, the Japanese variant Tifa is worth $280. Ooh. The Japanese. Konnichiwa. Would you guys like it if I went through the trouble? Why did I put $625 down when it's so clearly $725? I don't think it matters, right? You'll ship within 6 months, won't you? Would you guys like it if I got a hold of Final Fantasy collector booster boxes? Would that be good for you guys? Yeah, get it. I really like it, mister. Okay. Ivan Rodriguez, 3 slabs. This is for Mr. Ivan. There they are. Thanks, Mr. Ivan. All right, there it is. Black Kokobos, Japanese exclusive. What? They got the BBC Big Black Kokobo? What? It ain't right. Emmanuel, 5 Paldea Evolved. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Ta-da. Snipping this. Snipping this. Snipping this. Frigabacks. Yeah, Mister should open a pack. Here's Skelly Dirge. Why does it feel like one was missed? Because it was. Therapeutic Energy. There it is. Skelly Dirge. Stinky Manky. Mr. Emmanuel. Oh. Not Basic Energy. Wow. There it is. They need to release the Liver King. He didn't do nothing. And Wo-Chien. He didn't get arrested a second time, did he? Is that what you're claiming? Yes, they already released him. Look up Tifa on eBay and ran across John's Toys TCCG cards. Small world. Really? Like John? Like Jonathan Morris? What was I looking up? Oh, yeah. Look at this. Okay. Liver King arrested second time. No. He was arrested one time. There he goes. Very nice. Sounds like a scammer to me. I don't think you can trust him. He graded a lot of cards with us back when we had a 2-man team doing the encapsulation. Wow, you're up late. Nuh-uh, I'm up early. Mr. Emmanuel. Emmanuel treats me so good. There it is. There you go. I tell my wife about us, Emmanuel. Tossing this over here. Thanks so much, man. All right. Now we've got... Oh, Bellsprout. These kids are ruining the hobby. Oh, that's a nice lightning card right there. Look at that. $49. Palkia. Heart Hybrid. And Ratata. Okay. Hunter Tipton, 2 more Pixar boxes and give me that lamp. All right, guys, we got to get 2 boxes and the lamp. I love lamp. Brick, do you really love lamp? Or are you just looking at things and saying you love them? It's terrible. She has beautiful hair and she smells like cinnamon. I hear the bears can smell their menstruation. You hear that, Ed? Bears. Now you're putting the whole station in danger. Okay, there we go. So, let me go get those Pixar boxes. I'll be right back. Haha! Excelsior! Ugh. The hobby is ruining the hobby. Pokemon cards are destroying Pokemon cards. Get these kids out of my way. Don't these kids know it's first come, first serve when it comes to Pokemon cards? Sorry, kids, you should have waited in line all day. Ha! F them kids. They should have jobs. Okay, taking a picture of this. And putting this in the box. Good. Ladies love Cool James. But Brick killed a man. I saw that. Brick, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You probably want to lay low for a while. There. Whoa, Toy Story 4. Do you still have Pack Card Nintendo 1989 on sale? Yes, I do. I have a lot of that, actually. There. Very nice. Oh, Good. Please send your bulk to Mister. He's running low. Stop! All right. I think you should sing Afternoon Delight. Star rockets in flight. Afternoon Delight. I don't know the lyrics to it. The thought of kissing you's get me so excited. I don't know the lyrics, I really don't. Beep. You have mental problems. Yeah, you have mental problems. All right. I will take your mother, Dorothy Mantooth, on a delicious seafood dinner date, and I'll never call her back. Well, I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I can't quote it properly. Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. Oh. Yes. I miss the smell of you. I miss your musk. When this is all over, I think you and I should get an apartment together. Here's a hollow. Are you having fun with your tea-fuzz? He's a very wealthy person with mental problems. Oh, I'm quoting Anchorman, by the way, if you guys didn't catch that. Those are Anchorman quotes. It is, Are you going to get the Trump collection cards? Yeah. I'm about to make my cheat day breakfast. It's about to go down. It is. I'm going for no cheat days. It is no cheat days, no desserts. Just got to do it, unfortunately. It's actually very hard to catch an Anchorman. Have you tried? Here's, ooh, look at that, Wally. Wally's kind of coming true, right? Like those content creators, the what do they call those? The seat hoppers or something like that at Disney. They got like the scooters they buy or rent. They rent those power scooters to go scooting around Disney World. Man, the irony is if they just went walking through Disney World or Disneyland all the time, they'd probably just lose weight. Nah, bruh. Gotta go sitting in my electric scooter. No way, dude. No way. The Hangover movies are hilarious. I don't think I watched the second one. I watched the first one, and you're right. It was actually pretty entertaining. There's a bit of a zaniness to it. I don't think girls will like it as much as guys. It's more of a guy movie. 1 day a month for me, because 2 a week was not good enough for my doctor. It is. Very nice. Tossing this over here. Sliding this in here. There's Bo Peep. Here's Dorothy. These guys. Okay, here's this man. The doggy. Wally. Veronica and I are going to get married on a mountain. We'll form a family band, and you won't be invited. Ta-da. Do you like Adam Sandler movies? Not really. Not stupid. There's a couple okay ones. He sure puts out a lot of movies, though. It is. I usually like Will Ferrell, actually. I think he's pretty funny, but I don't know. I don't know if I've enjoyed his latest stuff. He was really good in The Office. I thought he was really funny those couple of episodes he was in. My old Bible memory is scarce. Here's a hollow. Ha-ha. Ta-da. Ta-da. Here's the Spork. He was in Austin Powers. Who was? Oh, Will Ferrell was. Yeah, I know that. I'm very badly burned. Help! I'm not dead. Ah! You shot me! Right in the arm! No, that was fantastic. That was it, though. He was out after that. But he, the guy who played Austin Powers, he knew Will Ferrell from Saturday Night Live, right? This Mike Myers. Mike Myers, he's Canadian. He's not even British. I remember when I learned that, I was like, what? He's Canadian. Yeah. Although, what's the difference, you know? Canadian, British, American. It's a lot of the same genes coming from the same country. Ooh, nice. You got a stamped Bugs Life. That's cool looking. Look at that. That's a really cool looking card, man. Okay. Here's a holo. Aha! Look at that. Oh. Was the Antichrist the one that tells you to chop off your head? What are you talking about? I don't know what that's about. So that's all for you, Hunter Tipton. You have a fat little bag after all this. Wow, big orders from Hunter. Thank you, Hunter, for keeping the stream entertaining. No super lamp pull, but we got two nice stamps anyways. The Bugs Life and this one with the old lady in it. Here's Ratatouille, the rat, and Wally, whose prediction about the future is coming true, and it's pretty amazing. Pretty good observation. Whoever wrote that story, wrote the film, very forward thinking. Everyone's got the internet, a drink in their hand, and a go-kart, power cart. Do Catholics believe in the Antichrist? Not really. I don't think they do. There it is. I don't know. That's actually a good question. I don't remember reading any like doctrines about an Antichrist. And I did a lot of Catholic education when I was homeschooled, so I don't remember any of the books saying, you gotta look out for that Antichrist. Here's a Venizor. They, the Catholic Church did do, I don't know if it still does it, but it does do those, what are those called where you kick the demons out? It is. Where you're possessed and they need to free you. What do they call that? I can't remember the name of it. It is. Rituals? Not rituals. Exorcism. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for. Hey, we got Jonathan Bagunas. What's up, Jonathan? He wants a Totodile slab. Jonathan Bagunas. Cool, man. Yeah, the Catholic Church does exorcisms, but I really don't. And the Catholic Church believes in Judgment Day as well. So the end of the world. But I never learned about, 666, the mark of the beast. Here's Steven for shipping and the rest for OP12. So 1 pack of OP12. There it is. St. Louis is where The Exorcist supposedly happened. There we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Ha-ha. Ooh. It's all real, guys. Demons are amongst us. All right. There's a demon in the room right now tempting me to eat cookies. Get away from me, Satan. All right. Very good. We're shipping more than 9. Oh, I misread your message. I'm sorry. It's not more than 9. So I'm just tired, that's all. So $11. You sent 18, which means you sent for 3 packs. 2 more packs. Just doing my math real bad. I saw OP12, and I thought $9 and then $3 make 12. So that is what happened. My brain, by the end of a stream, 4 hours later, just getting a little tired is all. There it is. You want to help me at the end of the stream? Just say 1 shipping and 3 OP12s. And then my brain will be like, ah, okay. Very nice. Well, shipping more than $9. Shipping is a bazillion dollars. Good. Steven Gonzalez. Thank you so much. Look at that Victini one more time, guys. All the way up to 15 already. Wowzers. Oh, have we never shipped you before? Have we never shipped you, Steven? Weird, it's not showing up. Let me close this real fast. Steven, I may need your address emailed to me. Okay, we want to do that real fast? What about the angels being chained beneath the Euphrates River? Also, do I need to email you my address? That's exactly right. That's right, because I have no other way of knowing where you're living. Tired, man. Let's take a quick look at this, everybody. So I can either host a break on this right now, or I can get it graded for us and then host a break on it. What do you guys think? Looks like it's probably going to grade like a 6 or 7. All right. It's 5:20 right now. We got to wrap it up. So, well, we had this giveaway, didn't we? Andy, Mr. Andy Man did a donation. Lance S is getting on. How about that? Who else wants on? Who do you think deserves to get on this list? Jod? Who do you think deserves to be on this list just because they deserve it? Ivan? I know you did it with Janice. Oh, I see. So what you're saying is I might have already an address for Janice. Doesn't look like I do. All right. Let's get this going. All right. Okay. What is going on over here? What the hell? There it goes. All right, Jesus. 6 made me law. Also, I know we did a shipping, but never got a tracking unless it's not provided. Tracking is always provided to the email address. All right, there we go. So, Stephen, you should in fact be getting an email to the address that you just gave me this time. Grab this. Good. There it goes. So you got a shipment that's still en route to you. That's interesting. Put Hunter on the giveaway. Hunter? Who's Hunter? Hunter? 6 says 6. Onetic says me. Hunter Tipton? We could. Alexis was in today. Let's put her on there. You guys never get to see her, but she's an important part of what we do. So she gets to be on there. There you go. We're going to leave it there, guys. We'll be back on for tomorrow, the Saturday nighttime stream. I'll see you there, guys. Have a nice weekend. See you later, everybody. See you in the next stream.